He's getting pushed.
Oh,
No! Holy shit, that looks kind of
I'm just saying, if I had that video, I dropped that in 9 a.m.
yeah, you also dropped at 9 a.m. a video of you Russian rouletting me.
Yeah. Zipper like that one. Yeah, people got mad, and I was like, watch what happens next.
Yeah, no, people got mad and then really liked that one. Which is just like,
Yeah.
wait.
We have we can't reveal why, but I came into the possession of several fake guns, and
It's a lot.
yeah, and
Waking up in like a dreamlike state to a Glock to my head, I'm like, damn. That image is so fucked though.
The escalation is him. You know how you have your back to him? The escalation is him shitting on the table right in front of you. So you have to...
I guess that's the natty progression there.
that's where Aiden's mind goes now, and I'm here for it. I'm here for the unraveling of his mind.
Once you break the cherry of pissing on the
I could have
floor.
gone so much further that day.
You have this matching hat.
Yeah, do you think
And
I look
matching-
like Timmy Turner?
Dude, that's actually so funny.
Not really, but
No,
it's just
no.
the fact
I'm
that you have
seeing
two
it.
identical items. I thought I was
know.
cringe today because I'm matchy.
I got the guy and then the little and then the guy.
And
Wait,
guy
do you
too.
not know that like different earth tones actually looks good?
I don't think this is.
You're
One
not
time,
hitting it, but
My ex-girlfriend once made fun of me so hard for having matchy clothes, and she was really mean about it. So now I get freaked out every time I wear matchy clothes. I'm like, oh god, I'm literally a walking clown.
wait, you know you're a walking clown sometimes though.
I mean, it's more like I'm trying to look normal
Right.
instead of like the
So
way
the
you
clown-
dress at Disneyland.
Paganieri doesn't put on the clown shoes and you just want to be a regular guy.
Who is that?
Doctor,
Was that not a slur?
Yeah,
You don't know
I'm
the
Italian,
story
so
of Paganieri.
don't say it like
come
that.
on.
What are you talking about?
Don't say it with a hard P.
Paganieri.
That's how you say it.
Paganieri.
Let me drink my coffee real quick.
You put the gun down. Give me my fucking mud back.
But I want to sip it, Joshy.
You can have one kiss.
I get to kiss his coffee, Joshy.
But I get to pour some Coke on your crotch if you drink it. And you
Oh,
drink
that's
it
fair.
back.
That's fair.
I just had a little bit. Don't
Yeah.
touch it. No,
I'm only going to pour a little bit.
no, they're expensive.
He looks like he's up here for a little visit from San Diego, if you know what I'm saying.
Who's here?
Slime.
Slime looks like he's
what
up
is
here
that?
for a little
He
visit.
was ready to yell at me.
What does
I
that
saw
mean?
it in
What
his
does that
eyes.
mean?
Does that mean he does cocaine?
No, because all the military guys are down in
Oh,
San Diego.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
all look
I'm,
like
I'm
yeah.
Hello Kitty olive drab right now.
You do. If you were 20% buffer, you would look like a sergeant.
Just wait. 10 days.
For wait,
10
what?
days.
His trainer, give his trainer 10.
That's
We were
crazy.
downstairs earlier, and Ludwig's like, he has a personal training going. I'm like, be your own judge. I took off my shirt, and then he said, if I stop working out in 10 years, you would catch up to me. And I said, that's crazy.
You don't know how to flex.
I don't know.
This, I saw
Well,
flex
I
his
don't know how to
back,
do.
and he did this. He went.
Yeah. I
He's
don't
like
know.
flapping his
What are you
wings.
supposed to do?
Supposed to pull
You
out the
pigeons.
lats.
What are you doing?
Anyway, welcome back to the yard. It's episode 69 again for the fourth time.
Welcome to
Dude,
69.
that actually doesn't get old.
And
I
we
like
have
that.
special guest on, Joshy.
Someone
Yeah.
who we've all 69'd at one point in our
They
life.
freed me from my primo prison.
It's a little
Have
hard
you
for you, though.
never been on Maine?
No.
No.
Wow.
You guys are just like, get up. It's a primo.
We do just get you in here and the chains and we feed you gruel.
We treat
Yeah.
you like college frats.
I'll never
treat their new
forget
members.
the one where I was
Shut up,
asleep.
pledge.
Yeah, pledge.
I've graduated. I'm on the big stage.
Forget the
No,
one
I'll
where-
never get the fucking app where I was like, I'm asleep, and you're like, oi, get up. We're doing a primo. And then I come up here and you're like, you fucking suck. Like, and everyone started
and then that was a
flaming
donut.
me.
That was a donut episode.
No, it was it?
Well, it might have been the beginning of that
It
one,
might have
yeah.
been the, yeah, because
Because we were talking about it. Everybody started like, what's your problem with Josh? And
Yeah,
everybody
it was just like,
started
he's such a
unpacking.
picky eater. I'm like, I don't like seafood. It's like, there he goes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
You're
What?
also
I just woke up.
You're
You guys
also
asked me to do.
the only guest that is in this position where everybody that has like listened to Primo for a while is just like, oh, it's Josh again.
Yeah,
'Cause he's
yeah.
been on so many
Yeah,
times,
I
and
get-
then everybody else is like, who the fuck is this
Yeah,
guy?
it's just miscellaneous. I'm like, good day. I'm new here.
How do you greet yourself to an Uber driver? Do you tell them if they're like, hey, what do you do?
What do I do?
What do you, yeah, like they ask you
I
that.
say I'm traveling, and if they press me, I just start getting like, I
Going
just
for what?
really like crank up to 11 the accent. I'd be like, I'm around.
Do you
so you just give a nothing burger of an answer.
I start rebelling. Yeah.
You just say I'm an Australian full time.
we met the actually.
Subtitles there. That's not chill. What he said.
Well, I'm gonna give you 5 guys.
Dude, that. Don't sound
I
like
can't even understand your accent. It's like so beautiful.
that. Yeah,
though.
like dude, I
It's
actually
actually
love
so beautiful.
Australia.
It's so exotic
Yeah.
when you speak.
I
We
think
should fuck later.
yeah, just like my misc 50-year-old Uber driver. He's like, yeah, no, we should clap. Just like off that one. Yeah. I remember
I've
Miles,
always said it's easy for him.
Miles was saying just like we just like play the same cutscene on repeat with Americans where we're just like, yeah, so they're just like, oh, like I love the accent, you know, like what do you do in Australia? It's just like probably just exist, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm just there and I'm just like AFK, just like you. They're like, oh,
What about the spiders? What about the spiders?
fucking hell.
Do you like the spiders, you know?
this is a repeat.
What about-
again?
I know,
It
this
says
is
it's about my
happening.
You're
culture.
being an idiot.
You ever see kangaroos?
Why is the person asking about Australia Australian?
No, this is good. This is how it goes.
It doesn't
I
make
do
sense.
this. I do
But it
this.
doesn't make sense. They should be American.
Koalas, like, I have chlamydia.
You're being
They
Australian.
actually do.
I know.
I know.
No.
And
What
Amy
about, what about the wombat?
Why are you asking? You're Australian.
You guys have
Who are
known
you
me
asking?
for
Like a-
5+ years, and this is still chlamydia
Shut
posting.
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Who did the car with the wombat?
Oh my
Are we just gonna let this happen?
Here's what
Yeah.
I will say to you. I think that it's good because you basically have a Groundhog's Day scenario where you can go through the situation so many times and get so good at it that you could easily, befriend people, pull bitches.
Have you ever pulled a?
With your chest now. With your chest
I
now.
don't have it in me. Unlike my co-host,
You
I'm not a
ever pulled a-
misogynist.
Yeah.
Have
Wait,
you
you're
ever,
a misogynist.
have you ever pulled some sloppy mutt with your accent?
So to be clear, you said you're not a misogynist because you don't call them bitches, but you'll call a sloppy
Mutt
mutt.
post.
Yeah, because I'll mutt
No,
post.
the boys can
All
have.
right.
I feel like what you said is derogatory when I said
Say
is
it.
empowering.
No, he's gone and posted about the koalas chlamydia. I need him to mutt post. Go. Say the M. It's not even ours. We don't even say mutt.
Wait, yeah, you do.
No, we don't say mutt.
Who says it? Who says it?
It's the UK.
Yeah, but it was on
Oh.
Drinking Mac Benny T.
Yeah.
But you guys
I'll
are
be reaping coins and eating mutt.
You guys are the same. Anyway,
Okay.
you and
hold on.
Frenzy sound the same.
That's true.
That's-
Let's slow down. Who is Josh? You might be like, who is this guy? He's our friend. Josh,
It
in
doesn't feel
addition,
like it.
what makes him
It doesn't.
does fuck up?
You're a
what
picky
make-
fucking eater.
So fucking eat some seafood for once in your fucking life. You live on a fucking coastal city.
Yucky.
Dumb piece of shit. So what you might not know, what makes him actually interesting is that he is probably top. You
I'm
like
gonna
that?
sack tap both of you halfway through
I'm
this.
good?
You're chilling.
You also have
Which
a
is rare.
oh god, you has a broken arm. People don't know that either. Josh is arguably shut the fuck up. Josh is top 20.
Check your
in-
spiders for shoes.
He's still doing the accent still. Oh shit! He hit you with the George Bush. He hit you with the George Bush.
You didn't dodge. You're no politician.
You love Australia, mate. Do a shoey. Drink the coffee out of my fucking white shoe.
Look, he's just our friend. That's all that matters. You're introducing him like imagine I
No,
introduce you.
I like the idea that he is top 20 in the world at one of the
just young,
greatest games of
dumb,
all
and full of
time.
fun.
I know,
that
but
we love.
That's all I
the
know.
next sentence you said was that his arm's broken.
Yeah, because he broke his arm wrestling.
That'd be like if I introduced you to a group of people that you didn't know, and I was like, "This is Slime. He once made a funny video in the Smash community, and he's bald."
Hey, I think that's great.
That's
Honestly,
pretty good.
I think that because then I'm like,
You know what's funny?
and then I just do this, and then
I do that, except I keep out the first part.
Wait, do your intro, and then I want to do whatever the fuck that was.
no, I was bowing,
You know
but
the-
I'm sitting down.
Oh,
It's
I was
kind
gonna
of
say,
fucking
the
awkward.
The first time I met Josh, we unironically put shrimp on the Barbie.
really?
Did we?
Yes,
Did he eat them?
in the
Did he eat them?
Perth bush.
he's
I
saying
think you
he's
ate them.
saying that it was fun. He told me in
He
his,
doesn't eat seafood
That
though.
was a great time.
Back when you still played Project M.
Dude, no, that was good.
yeah. No,
Oh.
Project N. Okay, cool.
Anyway, Nick's not here, so we don't have good zingers.
Oh, that's what I was supposed to explain
Yeah,
in my head.
Arm
Nick
fell,
isn't here.
fell off
That-
or something.
This is a thing that happened. His arm fell off.
You might audio listeners might be like, "Why isn't Nick speaking?" It's because he's off the podcast.
It's actually because he's mute in the corner because he lost a bet. So audio listeners, he is here. Stick to the end, and he'll say his first word.
He'll drop
He's
us one
gagged in the
bazinga at
corner.
the very end
Yeah.
for the people at home.
But he really pissed us all off. So now he's getting the ultimate punishment.
Zipper 2 doted on him all day.
Oh yeah.
She loves him too much, dare
Yeah.
I say.
Aw.
Yeah.
He's sick.
Wait,
Nick-
that's like what you. That's like the thing. It's like when you get that's in sickness and in health.
But
Those are the-
sometimes you
Yeah.
just see it and you're like, that's
in
cool.
the
They're not
script.
married yet, though. I don't think that's appropriate.
true. I guess when you're not married, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that's when I was like, oh, Cutie's the one.
Mhm.
Is when I was sick. It was like first 6 months meeting her, first 2 months dating her, and I was at her place, and I got so sick I started shitting myself. This is the most recent time in my life where I pooped my pants.
Really? I
I've
think I
Done
did
it on
hear
the
about
floor, would've
this.
been way funnier.
I would fart and then it would just come
And
out.
it'd be nasty stink.
And then she took care of me. She bathed me. She cleaned me.
Did you wash your back with a sponge?
Mhm. Mhm. She
Whoa.
had one of those comically large loofahs.
Yeah.
She
Did
cleaned my
did
clothes.
she spray the poop from your butt cheeks?
She have bedpans in that house.
Okay,
Answer
now
the
we're getting
questions.
a little. Yeah,
She changed your
she
pants.
did. Yes. Okay. Wow. Okay, we're getting there.
Jesus.
This just reminds me of like the fucking copy pasta. It's just like, you don't know what like Yoshi's eggs smell like? Just like, does anyone have any like pictures of Ludwig getting like babe from the back?
It'd be
like, I don't
so
know.
embarrassing.
Yeah,
if
it'd
I,
be
like,
so weird if you had a picture
Yoshi,
of that.
if I smelled his eggs.
Mm,
So yeah, Cutie smelled your eggs, and then that was that.
yeah.
You know what? The moment I knew she was really nice is I had just met her because you had been hanging out with her, and I had recently broke up with a girlfriend at the time, and she just heard that offhand, and I wasn't even like sad or anything. It was just like, oh, it's kind of sucks. And she sent me an edible arrangements to our house,
Mm.
just to like
That's
be
tight.
like, yeah, just like here you go.
She's great at remembering birthdays and sending shit. I'm bad at that.
Yeah.
Birthdays are
Me-
hard.
They're
Birthdays
so
are really hard.
hard.
I don't know when anyone in my family was born.
Give
and
it a
they
shot
roast
right
me
now.
for it.
Friend test.
I don't
When's
think we
my
should
birthday?
announce our birthdays on the podcast.
What?
I think it's just like it
What do
gives
you mean?
it's all in one spot, right?
No,
They're all our
What are you
friends.
talking about?
date of birth, email, phone number, so
Yeah,
they
yeah.
can book you flights.
Amen.
2FA, you know,
Do you
all
know
that
you know my birthday?
Yeah,
you have to know
I
my
have it
birthday. Do you
memorized.
know my birthday?
tattooed on my mind.
I know his Discord token for the next 30 seconds. That's how close we are.
I don't. Is it June?
Nope.
Wow.
You're July, right?
What's my
Yeah.
birthday?
Wow. Wait. What day?
Oh, who cares?
July 6th,
Oh.
it's July 6th,
I hate
1995.
That's a raw
It's
50-50
it's
between June and
765.
July.
Your birthday's fucked for me. I'm feeling March vibes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like 12th.
Oh, you're so close, actually.
What is it?
21st.
Oh.
Is that
Ah.
close? Wait, is that close?
It's-
Yeah, because he's
reversed.
just mixed. He just
Oh,
You
mixed
got
the
the
number.
digits right.
No,
So
I
that's
didn't, I didn't
pretty
see
good.
shit
Do you
like
think
that.
that the birthday thing is like that? It's just because we're a couple of fucking boys.
What is
What?
that?
Yeah.
Those sentences don't
You
connect.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No,
like,
I know what he's saying.
Like,
Do you?
shut up. No, stop it. Is that your broken arm?
No,
Yes.
the broken arms one that doesn't move.
I was like, damn, he got
yeah,
better
just
quick.
being like-
You know why? The first day I saw him, I tugged on his broken arm
Yeah,
on
like a
accident.
fucking loser.
Actually, like an idiot. And he
Dude,
kept
I was
doing
like,
it.
I said, can you help me get my jumper off? He's like, okay, man.
Oh.
And he just chugs it, and I'm like, ow. And he
He
did
said,
it again. I'm like, it's still
Help me
hurting.
get me jump off. Hey, get me jump off your fucking arm.
I didn't think
Do
it'd
you
be
see
like
why?
this.
Do you see why you're chill?
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
said, Josh, yeah, it's a fucking sweatshirt. First of all.
Yeah, so what
Pussy
he did is
boy.
he grabbed him by his broken arm and he
And
said,
then-
it's called a fucking
And
sweatshirt.
then I
Say it right now.
punched him in his surgery scars.
You know, this is the most Aiden and I have talked since I got here. In the
Yeah.
car, he just mumbles to himself and looks at his feet.
not true.
It's so fucked.
Is that
I'm like,
true?
oh, how's your
That's
weekend?
not-
And he's
I
like,
believe that.
he's like, yeah, no.
I love it.
You know what?
Yeah.
I was so genuinely excited for a drive because the last time we were talking to each other, you were talking about how we haven't had a deep conversation in a while.
Yeah, 'cause
And
you're
I
a
was like,
shit friend.
We have a
True shit. Yes.
and
Plus
we have
one.
a nice,
RT plus one.
We'll have a nice
Plus
50-minute
rep on
drive
Steam.
together where we can just talk about real shit like good boys.
You didn't tell me anything about you.
We were talking about you.
Well, let's open up now.
Enough about me. Let's look
There's
about you,
no
right?
Talking
better
about
time
you.
than on the yard
Yeah,
to talk
what the
about
fuck's going on? Because you've been so fucked.
Why? I've been fucked.
Yeah, you just...
Bing, bing.
You know what? I am a bad friend because I uninvited all of Ludwig's friends
Oh.
from the World Championship
Shit,
of League
he
of
wa-
Legends
he
to
was
invite
kind
mine.
of messed up
Was he
about
talking
this.
about it in the car ride?
Yeah, I've been fucked up about it all
Wow.
day. It makes me so mad that people
Dude,
could
it's
say
so-
such a baseless shit.
Wait, what happened?
So we talked about this in the
Base
last
shit,
Primo
you mean,
pod.
bro.
Right.
And then I brought it up in my YouTube story before we did the podcast. And I told the whole story, and that was a part of it. And then it got cut down. It got posted online.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is
I uploaded
fine. Which is totally fine. He's making a story time video, right? But and I don't want to. I'm not gonna walk through it because we talked about it. We
Big
like
clickbait.
extensively on the fucking premium episode last week about like what happened around Worlds. But just
The
because
skinny of it is Aiden murdered a school children.
yeah, basically that,
A
and that's
school-
what
a
all of
school
and then
children.
and then all the people in the comments were like, well, he must have murdered 2 schools children.
It's
That is like
one-
the short version.
One's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Two's a problem.
So the YouTube comments were just savagely murdering you?
Just a few, but they have like a
He was
lot
like-
of
he was
likes
like,
on
they
them
have
and shit.
100
So it's like a lot of
Oh,
people
yeah.
agree with it then. So that feels worse.
Do you remember-
And I'm just
bro,
scrolling
wait.
through them, and there was one comment that just ate at me because it was like some dude named like Hans or something, and his profile picture is just little Super Mario, and he's like, Aiden needs to learn to take responsibility for his actions.
No, he was.
This is so right.
No, he was molding in the car.
And it took me everything. I was like, I hope your life is filled with suffering forever.
Yeah.
I hope
I was-
you're
I was-
doom and gloom eternally.
So you didn't reply?
No,
Oh,
I
he's gonna
did.
go look for it. I was actually saying on the primo that like
Don't reply.
to him.
No, to the commenters.
No, like saying he shouldn't reply. Yeah, I agree.
Nothing makes me more mad than people commenting about something they don't know about.
Here's the thing. That's their right, though. They get to do that. They get to read a title and sometimes comment
Yeah, but
on
I'm
things.
catching a stray, right? Because it's not about you, and
No.
I'm not a YouTuber.
Yeah, but here's the beauty of it. You just don't read it.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what's fucked is because dare I say I've graduated. I'm not a Ludwig viewer anymore. I'm a Mogul Mail viewer.
Yeah, Mogul Mail is the
I watch-
University
I
of
watch
Ludwig.
the adult content. I'm in my post grad. I'm over your
On
normal
the
channel.
MA15
Because Mogul
content
Mail
right now.
gets me there.
Yeah, and the thing is, he sees both sides.
Yeah, he does seem that.
He's
too.
truly
What's the-
nice and
What's the
equal.
old Fox News? What's the old
Fair
Fox
and
News
balanced.
slogan?
Fair and balanced, mogul move.
Just like them.
And here's the thing, Aiden, when you reply to a comment, and especially when you talk about how you replied to it here, now all these people watching know they have power. You guys have power.
Yeah, you're fucking
They
stupid.
do. They all.
Oh,
Of course
wait,
they have
wait,
power.
wait, wait.
Of course
This
they have
is-
power.
Okay, hold on. Richard Silver on the YouTube comments.
Shout out to Dick Silv.
Hold up. Aiden invited a bunch of people without asking you to an event that he didn't pay for, and when he found out too many people are going, he started calling off the people you invited instead of the ones he did. If that is true, that is actually insane.
And then it's just
390 upvotes. Aiden replies,
Fuck, that's more than 100.
Aiden, music note, Calvin. None of this is how it happened, and if my friend actually had a problem with how it
say it like
went
that.
down, he wouldn't
Don't
have talked
say it
about
like
it in the
that.
video.
You can't
Have you
narrate
guys
like
ever
that.
thought about that? There's
now
more.
I'm a GC right now. You just made me
It was a mistake.
Guys, quit it. Quit. I'm getting really mad.
I'm not done. It was a mistake that you were misconstruing even further than what it actually was. Line break. Dan has, dude, you're talking about people in the thread. Dan has loosely the right idea. Basically,
Somebody stuck up for me. What did it say? What did it say? Somebody stuck up for me.
Shut the fuck up.
Shooters out there,
Dan
man.
replied in Aiden's corner, no, he thought the box was bigger than it was, invited a bunch of people in a group, inviting some people that Lud had already invited. Then upon finding out the box was too small, he told the people he invited the
I
box
didn't
was
write this.
full. This is Dan.
I didn't write
This is
this.
Dan. But unfortunately, that overlap with some of the people Lud had already invited, some of which are confused and ended up not
I'm
going.
narrating it.
Dude, the way he was like,
Stop
the guy's like,
narrating.
yeah, just some people got to me. I had to like, I just like kind
They
of
did get
replied.
to me. They did get to me.
I'm not
I'm
done.
about to be a content creator.
I'm not done reading Aiden's response. Dan has loosely the right idea.
Nobody would say that in real life. Nobody would be a prick in real life like this. I hate these people.
Well,
and
Richard-
you can't talk me
the
because
same
you do this.
way.
You do this.
I'm not
you can't tell me
denying
you
that.
do this.
Brother Bear, I'm
Hey,
not denying
I'll
that.
say it.
I need to finish this.
I think Richard's more right than Dan.
Dan
put
has
myself
loosely
out
the right.
there.
Basically, I uninvited the people I invited, which included people Ludwig invited, in parentheses, unknowingly. Line break.
Dude.
Only one person that would have attended didn't attend for this because of this, and the person was also a friend of mine. Would appreciate if people didn't get mad at me at home for the sake of someone else. LMAO.
Folks at home, please.
Can I
listen
just
to
say
me,
this
folks.
is the donut episode again?
No,
Aiden's
it's not.
made a fucking oopsies and like.
But there's
no.
he didn't wrong anyone. I'm holding a mirror up to him and he's screaming at the
Yeah,
mirror.
he's screaming that he's hit enter on in
No,
the YouTube
I won't.
comments.
I won't take this mockery from you of all people. the only difference I think between me and you in this situation is I push down the urge to tell them to kill themselves for just
so
enough
I'm
time
gonna be
to
like,
not
so I'm
do
gonna
it.
be like, Richard, don't talk to me and fucking kill yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
Because
care
I
about
think
you.
when somebody says like some audacious shit like that in like a random comment about something that admittedly I'm sensitive about,
Dude.
all I want to do is like, I was talking to Josh about this in the car.
Yeah.
This is the redeeming factor of the melee community. Is it's so insular still that if somebody
just
says
go-
some shit
Yeah.
or somebody is mean to you on fucking unranked or so, you just walk up to them at the local and say, "Hey, man."
Yeah, say what the fuck
Hey,
is good,
hey,
Kyle?
I just have to say-
why were you taunting me and spamming LOL over and over again? It's weird how we're here in person
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
and but on YouTube you don't get that fucking.
Let's go to Richard's house.
I was gonna say being in
Let's go to
SANick's
Richard's house.
workshop of living with Anthony for a little bit and just like watching him going through like the Twitter comments, it's just so it's Taz.
Wait, does it how often?
like how fast he
This
blocks.
good,
is
man.
also
Yeah.
'cause
I'm good.
I've gone
It's
through this
fucked.
process. I've gone through this internal process over the years of like, I think I used to be really, really bad at letting anything like ever get to me at any given time if it was like personally related. I felt obligated to jump in. But as things have scaled up, obviously things like, you know, I've gotten fucking mean comments like Aiden eats shit in my DMs before, you know, like shit
That
like
was
that.
sorry, that was me.
Yeah. on your alt. On Dog
On your
Petter
fan
69.
account. Yeah,
dog,
yeah.
dog,
Fan
dog
account.
petter.
But and I think for the most part, I've smoothed out. Like when I get like a mean Instagram DM, I like don't even blink at it anymore. But I think when someone finally needles me on something that I already like extensively explained and felt bad about,
feel
it's
shame
like
about.
the volcano burst because it's been
Yeah.
sitting there the whole
And
time.
then you become a real boy.
Dude, he's
again.
just slowly becoming you, but crazier. Like Aiden, like when he snaps, goes, you just go,
yeah.
and then ban.
Well, it's
And
'cause-
it's
it's
like-
'cause he
I
lets
have
it
a
out.
healthy.
No, he-
yeah.
He's like a faucet that's always open, and he's like a hose that's
dude,
been
his
cranked shut.
hotkeys for Twitter are fucked. Well, like, Miles and I just watching him in awe. It's just like,
hotkeys. I don't
No,
know.
you have hotkeys.
Are
No,
you,
no,
are
I
you
don't.
macroing
He's
Twitter?
treating it like it's
I wish
fucking
I knew.
Brood War, bro.
Yeah, so-
like
so-
he's just like
The Flash of Twitter
blocking
over
these
here.
people.
I'm
He's
just really
he
fast.
blocks people like so rapidly.
If
when
you
it's
do
like,
comma
Jesus.
comma, it says kill yourself in real
Yeah,
life.
I'm going for a rush cheese. Like just,
No, it's
He's
like
playing Zerg.
it's like when Low Tier God like closes out of
No,
Street
you
Fighter.
always like get that ass banned, and then like while you're blocking people, it's so fun to watch you just in your element.
just
It's
watch me work, huh?
Yeah, because I'm just like, oh, he probably accidentally saw this scrolling and like blocked them, but I'm just like, no, he's looking for.
I don't look. I just look at my own replies.
He's hunting.
Like if I read through my replies, I'm like, ooh, that's annoying, and then I do it really fast.
It's so quick.
Here's what I do. This is what, okay, so I blocked someone for the first time recently.
no.
Yeah.
way.
So-
First time.
Yeah, well,
like a random account.
the only time I block people is if I see them say something mean to someone I know, and then I see that they follow me, and then I block them. And even though we've had no interaction, it'll make them feel bad, which is what I want to do because it's what they did to my friend.
That's right.
And then the only other time I've blocked is there's one account who posted my ball pic. I blocked them,
Mm-hmm.
and then I saw that they were being like they were like flexing that I was blocked by them, and then I unblocked them. And then
I do that too.
and
Yeah,
then
you never give them what they want.
And now I will mute them, and well, I won't even mute them. They will just live and die, and I'll live and die.
yeah, it feels good, right? The best revenge is living well, yard viewers.
Yes,
So
that's
This
true.
is such
Muting
like a
is great.
Living well, but not talking about it. This is
such
because
an
that's cringe.
interesting
True.
world to me because like I was saying on like the primo that like I'm only just now like getting hated because I did commentary at your event,
Right.
and I remember
That
just
was
like
bad, yeah.
and I remember just seeing like what's
No,
up?
the comments. Oh my god! Did you think? Oh, this is so.
You're in sack
not
race,
the
Bessie.
shoe.
He was on the commentary
not
with
the
you.
shoe,
so-
and he let it down.
It is kind of iconic that it's the
Not
shoe
the
you're
kicks.
throwing.
But
not the sneaks.
I was this guy was just like, dude, fuck Josh on the mic, like this and that, just like flaming my ass in any comment that involved me. I'm like, and someone just finally goes, like, what's your deal, man? Like, what did he do? And he's like, well, he unironically supports the use of cocaine and heroin on his stream. I'm like, oh, we can just type anything nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm like, we can just be, I'm like,
He was saying you were malding. Josh has been malding about this
This
for a
has
while.
been-
Wait,
bother-
but that's one of your best traits.
what, my drug usage?
Yeah, and your support of using heroin.
We like
It's
that
back.
about you.
When you say every teen should use
I
heroin,
think all of my friends who do ketamine are tight.
That's what
Yeah,
I've
no,
always
ketamine's
said too.
different though. I'll never forget Zyme and Miles talking about how they meant to do.
What?
They meant to drink alcohol, but accidentally did ketamine. and then
I like how in
It's
the
like-
story.
I don't understand what your logic train
In the
is. there.
story where
Yeah.
he's mad that like
No, you're
someone
right.
called him out for like something he didn't do about cocaine and heroin, he's like, on the other hand, let's talk about cat.
no, K's different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the
that's
guy
how-
was right.
Yeah, down there, down under. It's
Fuck
a little
this guy.
different.
In the K-hole.
Yeah.
You're free from the
I mean,
spiders.
in the Ludwig dealt with this a lot from Smash itself. People just hated Ludwig just for being sort of like a more goofy guy in general. I got it. It's how you deal with it really is the measure of man.
Also, there's such a thing as oversaturation, and when you're in people's eye too much, even if they go from like because people when they see you, they either like you or they don't care about you. But if they see you again and again and they don't care about you, they might become someone who doesn't like you.
Because you're just in the sphere more, right? Okay, that
It's
makes
like
sense.
The Kevin Hartism, or like Pharrellism.
But I'm actually really cool though. Like, is what you're saying?
Sure, but like Kevin Hart's also like probably a cool guy that would be fun to talk to, but he's like maybe in too much shit. Or like Pharrell's happy play too much, so people think they don't like Pharrell, even though he's like a great musician.
Yeah,
that's just what
Pharrell
happens.
is a goat.
Yeah, I'm the Pharrell Williams of commentaries.
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. You are the Pharrell Williams.
You're
of
happy when
melee
you broke your
commentary.
arm and didn't shut up about it. That was so mean.
Dude, you guys suck.
Hey,
I fucking hate this podcast. This yours?
Joshy, not to be Joshy,
Come on, don't break this in my set.
That did about as much damage as Nick's massive Prada shoe sitting on it.
Oh my
so-
god, bro. Can we talk about his goofy ass Sora
fucking
shoes?
tired of that
I
shit.
kind of think they're tight.
Yes, sir.
Do you? Well, yeah, of course, because you buy the same shit as him.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't buy the
literally wearing. How much was that combination?
This is Teddy Fresh,
I'm
50
gonna
bucks.
tell you that.
$50, baby.
Teddy Fresh 50, Teddy Fresh
Suck
25.
Ethan Klein off. and then
American
fucking
Eagle
gave it
35.
to me.
Look, all I'm saying is those shoes be goofy.
Yo, save the zingers for Nick when he's ungagged
back,
later.
yeah. Ungagged.
Yeah, audio listener, he's still in the corner.
Anyway,
by the way.
he's moving more.
Eamon,
what was that?
I forgave him. I did a prayer.
No,
Oh,
you
you
got preyed on and owned at
Wait,
the
what'd
same
you forgive
time.
him
I
for?
forgave him for his sins that were told in the video, and now
Yeah.
he doesn't have to worry
My
about the comments.
made up sins.
Yeah,
You didn't reply twice, did you?
In that thread?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Hold on.
You did?
Because somebody
Hold
else,
on.
needled me again.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
okay.
Derek, comma, enter.
Okay.
Per my last
No,
message.
you're right. You're
needled.
right. 41 and a half says Aiden Calvin, dude, own your mistake. You don't invite people when you're invited yourself. It's not that hard to acknowledge you were wrong, but it sure stings your ego. 41 upvotes,
Oof.
41?
which is crazy. I don't need to. This is Aiden.
You reply to a 41, bro?
I don't need to own anything for you. I have not only apologized and talked about this extensively and privately with my friends, the actually afflicted parties, but also the comment is just straight up wrong accusation of what I did, and I don't need to be lectured by people who don't know what happened about my mistake. I cannot explain how unfathomably angry it makes to see people come into a comment section that don't know me, Ludwig, or our friends that I fucked over lecture me about behavior when their only account of events of them misinterpreting Ludwig's intentionally exaggerated story for a YouTube video.
That was actually well written.
And what, did they reply to it? Did they reply to it?
I thought that was
That
eloquent.
was actually
yeah.
well written. I
is-
muted the thread after this.
Hopefully what they did
I'm
is they
muted, so
replied
I
to it.
haven't looked.
I hope they replied to it and they're like, oh, what did they say?
Someone said this week's Yard episode will be insane.
Hey, what's her name? Shout him out.
Super Wick, shouts
Hey,
out. You
yeah,
made us all
what's their
laugh.
profile
Rate us on
pic? Is
Apple
anything
Music.
cool?
It's
the Super X on Hood Watch.
the profile picture is a cartoon rooster.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's all right. So just earlier today, a moment ago, I'm hungry. Whoa.
Yeah.
I need food right now. And I'm like, Ludwig, I'm hungry. And he goes, be right back. And take forever. And he come up with absolutely miserable burger.
Yeah, it was fucking
Look at
terrible.
this. He come in,
It
he
was
come in,
fucking
he come in
terrible.
aluminium foil. Disgust.
Yeah, it was
I don't
actually
want
really.
that.
You
Now
brought
there's crumbs on the set,
there's
Ludwig.
meat everywhere. You made probably the worst shit I ever put
It
in my
took
own mouth.
so long. I was like, hurry. And he did
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
You don't want to know a dirty truth? I microwaved the burger.
Oh,
And it took so long.
dis-
You know what it took longer than? 2 minutes. But unlike our sponsor today, Factor.
Uh-oh. But okay, so this is not cap. He made the most awful
it's not-
shit
it's
I've
not
ever
that
put in my
bad.
mouth. And I literally was like, you know what? I would rather have a Factor meal, and I heated one up.
Here's our
Fridge is
dirty
full of-
secret. Here's our dirty secret is that me and Cutie eat Factor regularly, and we decided that we would each take one day of the week where we cook. Just one day.
And
the
unfortunately,
other six were Factor fans.
I came over on the day that you were not eating Factor
You
meals.
came over on our godless day, and boy did I let you suffer the
Look at
consequences.
this. I have to clean this up. Isn't it just hard?
Yeah, well, to be clear,
Debating.
if you throw your Factor meal on the floor, you will also have to clean it up.
That's actually a new feature that they worked on.
And here's
You
the thing
don't.
about them, fellas: 34 meal choices, 36 weekly add-ons.
They got to
You got options for gourmet plus, keto, calorie
You're one of those
smart,
weird keto people?
vegan, veggie. You know who is Doug?
Why?
At the I don't know.
Yeah, all I eat
he's
is-
actually jacked.
Meat and drink butter, and now I'm ripped.
Yeah, and that's what happened. But also, there's also an Australian Factor box that they're rolling out. They've been trying it on Josh. It's just full of spiders.
I'm Vegemite.
And Vegemite and kangaroo tits.
It's
We
like I'm
got
at home.
Vegemite add-on for every item now.
Aye, we got some kangaroo nuts in our factor
What's up,
box,
Aiden?
don't we?
You keep rubbing me.
What do you need from him?
They got any beef in these meals?
Easy, flexible. We got 418 meals delivered per week, and here's the best part about it. Since you're a lovely yard listener,
Get a
we
piece
gave
of
you-
me in these.
we gave you such an easy. Although Aiden,
The
look,
cow hat, like it's like Frosty the Snowman. He just turns all sexual when he puts it on.
it doesn't matter that Aiden's distracting you because the URL is so easy to go to. It's go.factor75.com/theyard60.
Maybe
Yeah.
you'll find me in the box.
Use code. I want to say it right here, right now. Aiden will not be found in the box.
Go.factor75.com/theyard60 to get you 60% off your first box.
Use code the yard 60. Type it in. Get 60% off your first box. You'll end up like this guy.
Use the code. You'll see.
Anyway, look, that's how it goes, man. You get mad, you fire off. That's how she lives.
I've seen this guy reply to 1 million YouTube comments.
I'm not saying I'm not. I'll show you an example from literally this weekend. I got off a plane today from the Pointcrow party, which was a Mario Party thing, and it was in real life, and it was really fun, and it was really cool. I wrestled Ted. I'll send that to you, Zipper.
that's a
We can
great
show
photo.
that. But someone it was streamed on YouTube, and then it got straight just dumped onto the channel, right? And it's like a 4-hour VOD. It was a 4-hour production. It was really fun. This person responds. I'm reading the comments in my hotel room later that night. I appreciate the spectacle, but I don't think this worked nearly as well as it could have. People didn't know what they were supposed to do. The crew was sounding... So it's just like a guy being a piece of shit. It's a whole paragraph. And I just respond. I said, you will never matter to anyone. And
This
then,
guy's typing like 5 paragraphs of
That's all you
eloquently
gotta
That's the
do,
worded-
difference
baby.
between me and him, though. I can't help but explain
you're more
myself.
on.
You know the problem with that
That's
sentiment?
fine.
The
That's fine.
The problem with that sentiment is it should apply equally to the people being negative as positive.
and it does. I just don't say it. You know me, brother. I fucking hate compliments, baby.
I guess
He
that's
does
true,
hate
but
comments. I'll be
hurtful.
like, dude, thank you for the meal. And he'd be like, stop. Like, he'll just shut
Dude,
down.
well, Josh will do this thing. This
Oh,
is what
don't
I hate.
stop.
No, you're right. You do the...
I hate it.
Hey, thank you for the meal.
No, I don't
No,
like
no,
that.
no, you hate something separate.
Here's what
You're
he
always...
does.
You got this little... You got this little
I have
grin.
what,
You got this
gratitude?
little grin. You haven't eaten
Well, I
fish
like
in
this
days.
about him.
No,
Yeah,
I like
thank
when he
you.
says thank you, but he becomes a GC about it. But what I don't like is when
You
Josh
can't call me a GameCube about everything, dude.
when we drive around or something, or like we'll be having
Can't
lunch.
get
It was
away
like
with it.
me, Miles, and him were like having lunch at a cafe, and he'll just
Oh, he's
stop.
going to exaggerate.
Shut
I
the
can
fuck
tell.
up.
You say it, don't spray it for starters. Go, finish what you're going to fucking say.
We'll be sitting
Yeah,
here,
careful of those.
and I'm Josh right now, and he'd be like, "This is just great. I love this."
Yeah, you do
Yeah,
that.
he does that
It's a
all
bit
the time.
cringe.
You do
It's
this.
a bit
And then
You
you're
cringe.
do this. It's not
Shut
great.
the fuck
Like,
up.
it's not great.
Yeah,
It's just normal.
You failed. Well, you also, even if it is great, it's weird to call it out. You should just live in the moment.
Thank you, Ludwig Anders.
I will say, you pampered motherfuckers. You're not used to. I'm from the streets, man, of Bankstown. All right, you don't understand. We didn't have it like that.
Straight up 2129.
We didn't get to sit down and have breakfasts as a family. All right, that's weird. And then when I'm just enjoying it, the sun's beaming on the back of Don B's head while I'm eating my breakfast burrito. I'm like, I need to express myself.
Yeah, but
right
this
now.
is great. What I used to say going to Panera Bread when I was 23. So you need to
we're
understand
truly the life of kings, eh, lads?
that there's better ways to express the sentiment. Hey, I like hanging out
He's
with
also
you.
that age.
There
So
you
is
go.
that
Oh,
fair?
yeah, if I said, hey, I like hanging out with you, Anthony would love that.
I will say that my problem is with the macro of this is stopping to smell the roses for no apparent reason.
I say, what I literally say is, I'm having such a good time. And he goes, shut up. And I go, no, I'm having a good time. And I want to let you know that it's not even for you. I'm just so happy. I need to put the positivity out
That's
in the world.
actually beautiful.
We're actually disconnected on this because I think it's because you say everything with your Josh air of facetiousness.
You mean my voice?
Yeah,
You mean how I fucking communicate thoughts so well?
Yeah.
I
Your
think
voice.
the same way that Australians have like a natural cadence for humor, they have an inability to express genuine love.
Okay, I'm
don't
having
think
a
that's
shit
true.
time
I
right
think
now. Was
all
that genuine?
You and
That's
you
a good
and-
No, he's joking
That's a good
around.
bit. No,
That's
that's
fucking
actually
around.
upset.
That was
That's
good,
actually
man. Nick, did you like that? He liked it a lot.
You and Kaylin have the same thing. You and
Kaylin's
have
evil,
this-
though. Kaylin's evil.
Okay,
No,
speaking
Kaylin
of
is-
Kaylin, you want this fucking
yeah, I know, I was gonna
idiot
bring
me in
this
the
up.
drive-thru.
I told him the
Another
truth.
example of why I can't take you seriously.
Before you say anything, we have this cool new thing where we pour lime juice into our eyes because it's really funny.
You guys do that a lot.
Yeah, no, there's
Yeah.
a whole bunch of photos on Twitter where I was like the priest. And
Yeah, you're
people-
at Radstat's house.
people were lining up to get blessed pretty
Yeah,
much.
by the way, I do like the way he processes Americans, like because he has charm, he has style, he has grace. He's a very funny guy, and he's just
you just describe me like I'm Lanky Kong in the DK rap.
yeah, he's very easy to love. And so when he encounters like Americans of his like same I guess like age and all that, they're just kind of taken aback because he's effortlessly cool for real. And this is me giving you real compliments.
I
by the
hate
way.
this.
And
I will never say I'm having a good time around you again, and I'm
because
sorry.
he'll come home. He'll come
sorry.
home. Him and Miles would be like, "It's just so easy."
You guys are putty in our hands.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you understand, I'm blessing them with a broken arm. I'm like, ow. Ow on everyone.
Well,
And
I do feel like if there's multiple Australians and then they're really gung ho about something, and you could make it up, and I think sometimes you guys do make it up, but it's
Nah.
like, yeah, we do a bit of eyebrow waxing, but like if you guys started doing it with each other, I think Americans would be like, okay, I'll get crazy with you Australians.
What do you?
Sorry, I'm just sending this a zipper. But yeah, you were gonna say something, Aiden. I interrupted.
So we're in the car, and I'm like, things look a little blurry in my right eye, man. And I'm like, it's only ever happened since we've been doing the rituals.
Same. Yeah, my right eye, I took 3 shots to the dome.
Yeah, no,
And
I
I-
did 3 as well. 3 you can't do. 1 is fine. Most people are chill are fine, but if you squirt lime juice, it's like saying Bloody Mary into the mirror. You
Yeah.
lose vision.
It's bad.
What?
My
I can't see very well on my right eye right now.
Same.
From doing the lime
It's
juice.
a little worse than it was before the lime
It's
juice.
significantly worse.
By the
for
way,
me.
the
Wait,
context.
like to this day, like right now,
yes.
No, I can't see shit out of my right eye. I did an eye test on
That's
stream and it was
a
bad.
problem.
Dude, it's so
Yeah.
so
Like,
funny.
Shut
We're
it.
talking about this in the Jack in the Box drive-thru.
Shut the fuck up. You guys
He's
are being
right,
assholes
though.
right now. So
What?
we have our eyesight's not as good.
We're damaged.
But the context is that Josh and the boys in Australia, before he came down here, just decided one day to start squirting limes into their eye at the bar, right? That's it, right? There's no extra explanation. It's
It's
just
not an
I got to
Australian
the
thing.
bar late, and then boys like, Josh, come, lime. And I'm like, what's happening? They're like, it's going in your eye. He's like, ooh, don't get the seed in there. And I'm like, all right, man.
and that's it, right? Like that's just how it happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then Kaylin was visiting, who's another Australian friend, and he introduced me to it and did it in my house.
This is literally
Anyway.
what parents are scared of when they say, if everyone else jumps off a bridge, will you? This is literally that.
I think it's funny. I don't know.
I'm not saying it's not.
No,
I'm
not
just
the
saying
bit.
this
I
is
think
what
it's funny
parents
that I
fear.
can't see out of my right eye a little bit.
It's kind of
It's
funny.
kind of funny.
Yeah.
But
Can
he
you
thought
pull
that
up
was
an eye
weird.
test? I want to do
Yeah, no
one.
joke. I'll do an eye test.
I would like to do an eye test.
I'll start with my right eye.
Just one where it gets progressively smaller. Can even
I'll-
be like
I'll
an
start with
image.
my right.
Because the distance we're
everything's
at is
so
probably
blurry.
fine.
I can't read the board.
Well, I got shit handwriting too, so
No, I could read it before though.
okay. Yeah, it's been pretty fun, but
not
I think the charm is that you can take something that is ostensibly painful and stupid, and Josh and by extension the other Australians can make it into a fun game that people are dying to
All right.
play.
All right, let's go with the one below the red line, Josh. If you can go from left to right for me, whenever you're ready.
LEF
Keep it going.
QDPCT.
Great. Yeah, that was one wrong. Not bad though.
Not bad.
It
All
was
right.
an O, not a Q. Now try for the line below it.
Oh shit.
And I just want you to go halfway through.
RDFLTCEO. No, CQ. It's a Q at the end. I think.
RDFLTCO. You're missing a letter.
CEO or EQ.
C. Okay, almost perfect.
You're
the
not
first letter is
bad,
an F.
honestly.
Slime, let's go bottom row for you.
Fuck me.
Left to right.
I can't even see
on
the
my
two
left
puppies.
eye, yeah.
I zoomed in.
Wow.
PEROJCFTD.
Okay, that
Yeah,
is
one of them
that.
is extremely concerning.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That was
The
tough.
Z being a J is you need to get that checked.
Yeah.
That was
Did I say
tough.
L? Did I say L?
You said it was an L. You said J.
Okay, that's
Oh, I
bad.
thought you said the Z was a J. Maybe
Also,
I'm-
it's funny how it says Safe Eyes America.
Yeah.
So my vision's fine, but it's like it's definitely I can feel like in
Yeah,
the
that was
sun.
definitely the takeaway from that.
The sun is like way more mean to this eye.
Right.
Right.
I was saying
your eyes
there's
are like
still a little
ozone, and you've blown it up like BP.
I was
still
saying
a
it's
little
like the
citrus in the
Mangekyo
back.
Sharingan, where every time you activate your power by pouring lime into it, you lose your vision a little bit.
Yeah, and
But it's
I'm
really worth
sitting
it.
next to it, and I'm like, yeah, Josh, it's like the
It's like the Sharingan without the cool part where you get to use the Sharingan.
And then people at
I don't
Red Set's party
understand,
are
'cause-
just lining up and be like, "Yes, Josh,
But I
man,
don't get it
please."
because vitamin C is supposed to be good for your ocular health. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
you're right. It's all vitamin C in there.
What
a
is
lot of
else
it.
is in there? Scientist
protein's
Aiden?
good. Should you put whey protein in your eyeballs?
Maybe
Is that
become all strong.
I'm taking that one home.
buff,
all right?
buff
That's
eyes.
the next one.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're thinking
Yeah,
now.
but I'm trying to think of like the next big thing to bring to America, but it's the bar's getting pretty high. Then it's probably just going to be like shooting each other in the knees.
You
is
didn't
the next
bring
one.
wood punching, firefighting.
No, that was Miles.
Yeah, but we didn't also bring it. Like,
Honestly,
it's
none
hard
of
to
us,
get going.
None of us have ripped an ashy yet.
Ugh.
Oh yeah,
I don't
Ashley's-
drink
What is
any-
this?
I don't drink
Ashley's-
anymore,
you,
but I
you
would
drink
do an
your beer
ashy.
out of an ashtray. And you can do
Oh.
butts or butt free.
Can you clean off the ashtray first?
Pref not.
No, why would
Well,
you?
because like
No.
the first person to go would presumably clean it. So if multiple people are
No,
hitting
you just get a
ashes,
fresh ashtray.
You get fresh ashes
Fresh
every
isn't
time.
really fucking dirty.
Yeah.
Ripe for picking,
Dude, watching there's that video of Nangs doing it.
Yeah, no,
he's like a
that's
South
fucked.
Australia melee player, and he almost pukes after he does it. It is such a
gross.
Yeah,
disgusting
you're putting
video.
ash in his stomach.
It's so bad.
I'm
Don't
so
talk about
homesick.
it like you know it's a bad thing, because I don't think you've
Yeah.
demonstrably shown that you know what bad things are for you.
You would keep doing it until you have fucking stomach ulcers, apparently.
Well, what you guys, if you guys,
Yeah,
his
maybe.
arm is broken because he broke it arm wrestling with a man named Sexual Assault Nick.
No,
Yeah, that's
okay.
what the SA stands
SANick.
for.
SANick.
Is that not? Stay
South-
away from SA Nick.
Yeah.
It's South Australian.
It's
It's South Australia.
South
I think you and SANick need to patch it up. I was gonna say it, but I need you,
SANick, baby.
I can't wrangle you, so you need to patch it up with SANick.
Why would he need to patch it up with Nick?
You need to fix your
I hate
relationship.
him.
No, you don't hate him.
Why do you hate him?
Here's the thing. I don't want to talk about it. I just hate him.
No, you don't hate him.
And that's the end of it.
SA Nick came on the setup. We've told this before. He went on the setup when they were playing Melee.
Don't bring it up. It hurts.
Ludwig and
no,
Atrioc.
but the thing is, it's just like,
And he just played Puff and he made it
No,
really unfun.
but he was trying to help him.
He's trying to help you
What?
become a
He
better
wasn't.
gamer.
What?
No, you're not looking at it from Nick's
I don't know
perspective.
if Nick's
He saw
ever
two
helped
dudes
anyone.
wasting money matching, and he's like, "How do I stop them spending as much money as possible?" And he kept the fuck out of you, Jigglypuff, and wasted your time.
So he's a hero.
Wow. You know what? I never thought
What you
about
wanna
it
say?
that way.
That's like saying Juan's a hero for stalling in top 8, because that means there's more Melee to watch.
Honestly,
is.
if Juan and Mango can seal up their shit and come together, maybe you and SA Nick can
I think
one
it's time
day.
you guys
Guys, I
bury the
barely
hatchet.
reply to you a lot.
I'm just saying if you're ever there
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
you
if
don't
I
reply to
interact with
SANick?
SANick again, it's for sure on site.
Well, so you see what he did to Joshman.
True. Actually, I'm scared of him. Maybe I cower.
SA Nick
comes
is also
full.
one of the old guard greatest smarts
Of
to
all his
ever do
melee,
it.
yeah.
And Josh getting
He
his arm
fucking
broken.
clocked me, man. He cleaned me up apparently. Yep. There's nothing else I can add to that. without
Also, by the way, this
coping.
is somewhat Ludwig's fault because Josh was cutting weight to make weight for the boxing because Josh was going to do melee boxing.
I was eating nothing. I was eating 1,500 calories a day while training. You know what actually happened? So you said it was bad that I didn't break it not training, right? Like because I didn't break it training, it was bad. But you made Stan's arm wrestle in the video, and he's doing it as well.
Yeah.
What the fuck's that about?
Well,
Well, I'll let you field this one, Ludwig.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to take this one. Stans did arm wrestle half Thor Bjornsson, a.k.a. the Mountain.
He was gonna hurt himself.
No, he wasn't. Because when you're gapped that hard, there's no way to get hurt because you don't even have to try. What happens is the Mountain stays here. You pull with all your force. He doesn't move, and then you're like, I give up. And then he will just
Yeah,
smash your arm
then
down.
he does a click from Hereditary, and you just
Yeah.
explode.
You don't need to go much further than that.
What the fucking the Zant thing with like Ganondorf? And, oh, you don't know what I'm talking about. You don't fucking know Twilight Princess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Archie, you got to edit these. Remember?
Show me that video. I want to see you fighting.
Okay, so yeah, I went to the pointcrow thing. There was a lot of people there. It was actually really fun. It was very humbling.
The pointcrow thing is he tried to make Mario Party in real life.
Yeah, and he spent an exorbitant amount of money. With
He
this-
said it, right?
I don't think he said it.
It was like hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, and it was great. It's like a passion
Whoa.
project. and everyone there was really funny. I wasn't the funniest person in the room, which is usually that's new for me. So that was fun.
No, it's not.
And, okay, so what happened here? Let me set this up. This is the hotel room where
We're the
everyone's
same couch.
hanging out. This is before the this is before show day. We did a whole rehearsal day, and then we hung out later on that night, and then we did the show on Sunday. This is Saturday night. So I'm sitting there. Ted's in that green chair on the right. I was sitting on the couch, and
Wait, stop.
Yeah,
You think that's green?
it's
The
like
couch?
it's like olive drab.
He said the green chair on the right.
Oh, you thought the
Maybe I'm looking
chair
more
was
like
green?
the pillow. Like, call it what you
The
want.
lime fucked you up, bro. You're
Yeah.
seeing green for
Do you
days.
guys not see this,
That
Josh?
is not
It's
a-
green, right? My fellow lime
Greenest
brother.
chair I've ever done seen.
It's
I'll
like
tell you what,
brown.
there is some consistency.
Yeah,
here.
that shit's straight
It's
up.
like a beige,
Yeah.
brown,
Joshy olive.
gray.
Here's what's going on with me and Ted.
Damn, this guy dopey.
He's sitting there and he's like, I'm having such a good. He pulled a Joshman.
Right.
He's like, I'm having such a good time on this trip, and I'm like trying to figure out how to get YouTube on the TV because I want to watch deep web shit. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, man. That's great, man. And I genuinely said, that's great, man. And I didn't say it like an asshole, and I didn't say it sarcastic, and I meant it. I like that is great.
Fuck you.
And then he's shut the fuck up, Josh. And then Ted gets so mad at me. He's like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, what are you saying? Like, that's great for me. Like, aren't you having a good time? I'm like, yeah, I'm having an all right time. And he's like, you're not having a good time? And he got mad that I didn't say me too, basically, and that share this with him. We start arguing like crazy. We were kind of at each other's throats the whole time in a little playful way. And I'm like, Ted, shut the fuck up, or we're moving that coffee table and we're going to wrestle right now. And he's like, do it. And we moved the coffee table. And here's what happened.
Okay, pause one more. Oh, wait. Keep going. Yeah, sorry,
you're
keep
getting
going.
worked, bro.
He puts me down like a dog. So my strategy here was to have him in a headlock. He realized he could just take my arm off of his neck. And then he does it.
Okay, so now you gotta shove your arms underneath that.
Dude, you're his little baby boy.
Listen. Say you had a good time.
At death's door, he will not enjoy himself.
And I told him, I was like, you're going to have to fucking choke me out. And he starts choking me out. I'm like, okay, the lights are fading. I can feel it. And then he lets up.
Well, this is so disappointing to see.
Why?
Because the namesake of this podcast, The Yard, comes from doing that exact thing in the backyard of the old pea house.
Yeah.
And you never, ever once went to the yard for anything ever.
That's true. I wasn't mad enough. But Ted was testing my limits, and I thought because he's a YouTuber, I could have taken him. But
Why
he
did you?
He put me down like a fucking animal.
Still
very
6'3", like
large.
He's got
200.
a lot on me.
He's very large.
Yeah, he put me down.
He's also like training. He's like fit,
For what?
like physically training.
I don't
Like,
think he is.
working out.
I don't think
He
he
works
is.
out
For something or just for fun?
just for fun.
I don't think it said, what's up? Nice to see you again, man. I don't know what's going on with your body.
He's got a nice body.
But I'd like to know.
I'd like to
Anyway,
figure it
after
out.
seeing
Found
that, I'm right, bro. 10
Maybe-
years.
Maybe send
10 years?
10 years, bro.
I just need to learn some techniques. Neeper can still take you down like a fucking fish. He can fish hook your dumb ass.
Did Neeper used to own
wrestling
him?
for
Yeah, Neeper, you could own him.
Wrestling?
Neeper
Really?
was,
He's a
Neeper was the
wrestler,
only
bro.
person that could take down Ludwig in the yard.
That's insane.
Yeah,
He's a wrestler.
because he wrestled.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he, like,
I'm
knew-
learning so much
He
right
knew
now.
how to do it. Ludwig
Wrestling
just
just
used
wins.
brute, idiotic strength. Like
Yeah.
a
To me,
Spartan.
that's like Yamcha choking out Goku. Just like, it doesn't make any
Neeper's
sense.
not Yamcha.
Yeah, I mean,
If anyone's Yamcha, it's me.
I was going to say Chaozu, but
You're
I was
Chaozu.
like, nah.
Bald ass
Yeah,
Chaozu.
I'll be Chaozu.
Do you know what happens to Chaozu?
Does he die? Probably. Boo
just-
eats him.
No, Boo
No,
would
he
not.
does
Why
really
would
well.
he eat Chaozu, bro? He already want that in his tongue. What does he gain
Oh,
from
so
that?
I'm so disgusting. I get to live.
Yeah, he's like hard pass.
Chaozu's like, please.
So yeah, that was. And then someone put a cigarette in my mouth, and then
Oh,
that
dude,
took a picture.
I thought that pic was real. Maybe I'm dumb.
What?
The cigarette, I thought that was real.
It is real. No, someone literally came up and
I
put
thought
a
you meant
cigarette
Photoshop.
into my mouth while I was getting choked out, and then I pulled
That's
a lighter
really
out of my
funny.
pocket because I had this whole bit. I was in the thing I'm towed. I was gonna like smoke a cigarette, and then Eric was like, "Please don't do that because it'll get demonetized." I'm like, "Okay, fine." But I pulled out a lighter and I'm trying to light this cigarette while like I can't breathe because I was like, "Fucking do it, bro!" But he couldn't because he's a YouTuber.
Do you get demonetized for smoking cigarettes?
Yeah, it's like specifically tobacco.
That makes sense.
That's what Eric was saying.
Just say it was weed.
Not weed.
He's saying he couldn't choke you
no,
out.
because I had a fake joint I rolled too, and I couldn't do that either.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Soft.
1984.
Well, that's a little dramatic.
You're saying
right?
he couldn't choke you out because he's a YouTuber.
Yeah,
He
Ted.
didn't have what it takes because he's.
Yeah, because he's weak.
But I'm a
I think
YouTuber.
he didn't. I think if he chokes
You're
you out,
different.
he ruins the good time that he was bringing up, and that is just a fate worse than death. Is that correct?
I guess
Yeah.
so
No,
because
just
it was so crucial.
vibes
to
are
him.
so
If he
you
ruins,
want it
if he
dead
ruins
with
the
death.
vibes, then you're just right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
that's
like-
all for nothing.
Yeah,
That's
he's
a
just
good point.
unconscious and smiling. He's like, oh, we're having such a
He dies and he's
bad
just
time now. Yeah, He's
smiling.
like, everyone's miserable.
One
now.
less win to the grave.
He was in control in that way. He was in control of the situation the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like unblocking the person who was like, I got him blocked. But it was fun. It was a really great time. I met Jarvis. He's really nice.
Well, it's good.
Who else I meet? I met Ethan
Mm-hmm.
Crank Gameplays,
Yeah.
which that means he does crank
He
and then plays games.
cranks it and
Yeah.
plays games.
And then does he crank the
he
90s?
cranks it. No, his dick.
Oh,
Yeah.
his penis.
Mhm.
He's training. He's pretty strong, so that's cool. Everyone's training up.
Everyone's beefy these days.
Beefy
Everyone's
bears.
working out. It's a
Mhm.
scary world.
Yeah.
I saw some of the fighters for the Lud chess boxing. They're fucking.
Stans should be afraid. I think Stans is gonna get his head.
Stans looks in
insider
an
info that
amazing
I'm
shape.
from Stan's coach
Yeah.
that
Leak.
my man got a good right. From
Okay.
Word on the street is he's got a sleeper on him.
I like
He'll
that.
knock some cunts
He's
out.
strong, bro.
Yeah.
So I was talking to him because everyone's sparring, and I was like, "How's the sparring go?" He's like, "I don't know, man." I was like, "What? What's wrong?" He's like, "No, it's just the people I'm fighting are too easy. I feel
Okay.
like I need a challenge."
Stans does. He has been saying he's like, I don't know why. I'm God's gift to boxing.
That impression is insane.
That's great.
But he believes it, and I like that. I like
When
the idea.
his coach is like a good mate of mine, so when he's just telling me, he's like, this actually just got it. And I'm like, I'm
That's so
excited to
sick.
see this.
I
yeah.
like Stans finding his true calling in life, which is it's just fucking beating people
Yeah,
up.
It'd be
that's
so,
so
funny if he went the Jake Paul route.
Oh, the whole way.
Yeah, just the whole bit.
But he's like the vegetarian
Stans v.
Jake Paul.
Mayweather. You know I'm putting 10 rack on my boy
You know what?
Mayweather.
Mayweather getting old.
He's getting old. You can also pay him enough so that he'll throw punches.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
You see the Jake Paul Andrew Tate fight?
Oh, he's fighting
Yeah.
him.
They had a promo. It's not official, but
That's
I'm watching.
must see TV.
I don't care, I'm watching.
100%. And we're all like the whole
They got
world's
us, man.
waiting for Andrew Tate to get fucking knocked out.
Yeah, but the whole world's waiting for Jake Paul to
It's
get
a
knocked
win
out.
either way, and it's a
Is
lose
it?
either way.
I think it's much worse if Andrew Tate wins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But he's still blocked on everything,
hates
so it's
women
fine.
more.
True.
Yeah, he's like they hold up his hand. Jake Paul's just dead on the ground. He's like, yeah, and you know what? Like I'm continuing my quest to hate women as much as possible.
Oh, no, what he'll
Thank
do?
you, McDonald's, for making this happen.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
He'll
he cleared
thug finals
he
the
cleared
ring
it all
girl.
up. He cleared it all up on Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
Thug finals the ring
He's
girl.
gonna thug finals
Just
the ring
fucking boom. Wait, he went on Piers Morgan?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, esteemed interviewer.
What
Piers-
happened?
They just had interviews.
Oh, the
Doesn't
same
happen.
shit.
Oh,
yeah,
Same
it's
shit,
not-
different day.
Same shit, different day.
Oh.
Kinda like
Well, if
mind-blowing.
if we want to call the fight off, we just send in SANick.
Yeah,
Don't say his
who
name.
will win at any
It's
cost.
He's Ragnarok. He stops it all.
Yeah. He'll just show up at a bar. He's like, "Hey, you want to arm wrestle?"
SA Nick's gonna get in the ring and put two in somebody's kneecaps.
Yeah, he'd just
That's
be like,
what's
I
gonna
win. I am the victor. On the note of Ragnarok, did you finish the new God of War? Dude, I can't watch those games, man. They all just look the same. Like,
Well, they're very story driven. So if you watch for like 20 minutes, it kind of sucks.
yeah, because I'm just going in. It's like, oh, fucking Torbjorn got reamed in the back end. I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, we'll just
and their head's talking, man.
read the fucking wiki.
Like,
I'm
I
gonna
thi-
read the
I think
wiki,
the
man.
game
Could
the
read the
game
wiki.
took me 23 hours to beat, and 6 of the hours is cutscenes.
Did you play on hard
Really?
mode?
No, I played balanced
Why?
because I wanted to beat it in a day. I did a
Hmm.
24-hour stream for it, and it's also not a game where I mean, maybe it is to some, like the Valkyries at the end, but like most of the main story is not something that it's not like Elden Ring. It's like, wow, you did this, you beat God of War. Holy shit!
Yeah, it's just like, oh, you beat. I mean,
Oh, you just played a big movie?
You just
Yeah.
play the video game.
I mean, I talk shit on that, but then like we
But you
started
also
like,
love Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts.
I was just gonna say we were playing Kingdom Hearts, or like Anthony was playing Birth by Sleep, and I started playing 2, and Miles was like, that guy's like Sora's
Dude,
like
having
nobody. I'm
Josh
like,
explain to
like,
Miles.
and I was like, no, so he became a Heartless, and he's like, what? He's like,
and
what?
it's like, okay,
What
and
happened?
then the
I was that guy.
and then
I was
Diz
like,
shows up in the beginning, and I was like, okay, so who's that guy?
and
it's
I'm like,
oh,
I'm
fuck.
like, dude,
And then they bring in nobodies.
Yeah.
Can you be
Yeah.
honest? Like, if you've played all the games, does it actually make sense?
yeah,
The
Yeah.
third one's bad though. I
The
think the
third
third
one
one
is
fucks up the story.
unbelievably bad.
No
yeah.
spoileronies.
Yeah, I
'cause
don't wanna
still have
spoil
to
it.
play.
Oh, you haven't
also,
played it.
Yeah. Also, like I pull out the PS5. I fire up Kingdom Hearts since my dad died, because that's what I did to cope.
Okay.
Was doing the data battles. We're playing it. Josh starts a new game. His tag in Melee used to be Sora, which is cool.
Cringe. I'm glad you moved on.
No, a lot of I thought so too, but a lot of people are like, should have stuck with Sora. And I'm like, where were you
No,
when I was
they're wrong.
asking?
You know what? Those are Ultimate fans because half the Ultimate players are called like.
I like Sora.
I think the
I'll
only
admit it.
reason-
I like
Yeah,
Sora more than
Lucario's
Joshman.
light.
The only
Yeah.
reason to change it was the SEO on the name.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if you put in Sora Smash, it's just ruined now.
So many people still call me Sora. I like Sora. I like that tag.
Goofy.
I hate that tag.
I always wanted you. I always wanted you.
freeze.
Deep free. That, fuck.
We're the champs.
We're the champs is
We're
good.
the champs. Yeah. Anyway,
Why are you saying it's sexual?
because you know.
He's
We're the
won.
champs.
Dude, the clip Nick uploaded of the advice show where you moan, that changed me.
Wait, I haven't seen this.
Bro, Zipper, can
Yard
you go to
Twitter?
the Yard Twitter?
I still don't know if it was Nick or Archie who put that together.
well, I think Nick's the one who's like, hey, can we get a...
Yeah, but then Archie
but
chose the
found
clip.
the one. Yeah. It wasn't.
I haven't heard this.
So
I'm
basically,
keen.
we start Fire Up Kingdom Hearts. He starts playing it again. I haven't turned on the PS5 in forever. I get a DM from Nick Yingling. He's like, do you have the PS5? Because it's Ludwig's.
I was miserable.
And then I'm like, yeah, it's at my house. He's like, yeah, he's going to play God of War. I'm like, okay, well, can you come get it? And he's like, yeah. And so he just comes and airlifts the PS5 out of Joshy's
I threatened
hands.
it was raining, and I said, I just like looked at it, and I'm like, if you take this, I'm gonna take it outside and leave it in the rain. Either I get to game, or I'm like, or this gets rained on. He's like, don't do that.
He looks like a hitman. I'll ask him to do something. He's like, it'll be done. And I don't hear about these things.
He shows up and he's like, big man wants the PS5.
No,
like,
yeah,
come on, Yingling, just one more day. And he's like,
I'm like,
nope.
let me save. He's just like, it's now.
He'll show a bruise with the PS5 in hand, and he won't even tell me.
Yeah.
He's like, what happened? He'll be like, don't worry, we have
Bling
it.
Bling doesn't take any prisoners, bro.
Yeah, bling bling.
Bling Bling is so funny. What did he message me? He's just like, oh, he's like, yeah, just told XQC's mum about border security. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, what? And he's like, don't worry about it. I'm like, I am worried about this a lot. I don't-
XQC's dad, God bless his heart, reached out to me originally when X was here because he had a few questions and X doesn't answer his phone.
Yeah.
And I replied for a while, and then but he's a very chatty man, and I don't want to leave him on red, which I need to do sometimes if I'm live.
Does he speak Francais?
He's Quebecois, but he speaks English in most conversations.
Okay.
And so then I just threw him in a chat. He like sent me a bunch of questions and I wasn't answering. He's like, hey, can you respond? Can you respond? And I just was streaming. So then I finally looked at it. I was like, I'm just gonna put him in a group chat with Yingling. And then so I put him in a group chat with Yingling, and I'm like, this is Yingling. If you have any questions, ask him. And then I left. I was like, I cannot deal.
He was that chatty?
And I couldn't. I knew that I would be late on things, and he was clearly requiring like urgency, and I just couldn't provide that. So I was like, this is Yingling. And so then Yingling, when we talk like every couple of days, would be like, yeah, I had a crazy convo with X's dad. And then just like talking
That's
through
so
it.
funny.
an
'Cause
arc.
He is so happy to continue that conversation.
Yeah.
I think.
I just imagine in my mind just like you locking Yingling and XQC's dad in a room, and Yingling comes out like bad and bruised, being like, it's done.
Yeah.
I've passed every cutscene. Like, it is done.
Dude, he's been calling me, and I've been hanging out with Zipper 3. And every time he calls me, I'm with her, and he's hitting me up to game. And the other night we were in bed watching Parent Trap because I've never seen it.
With Lindsay Lohan?
Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah.
Okay.
And because it's one of her like favorite old movies. And well, it is old.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
what the funny
just
part
funny to
is there's
say
an
it
original
that
Parent
way.
Trap.
Is there?
Yeah, there's
yeah,
Without
yeah.
Lindsay Lohan.
This is the remix.
Yes,
This is the
yeah,
new one.
It's a remake
oh
to Ignition.
Yeah.
What's a free square.
And
you
he'll
know?
just call me. He's like, "You want a game, man? We need a fifth, man." It's like, check out the call right now. And he's sitting in a call with Yan and Zekin,
Yeah.
the Sentinels Valorant player. And I'm like, we need 2 people for a CS stack right now.
They messaged me too. I said, fuck no.
And I'm in bed, and I'm like, "No, dude, we're actually watching Parent Trap right now." He's like, "With who?" It's like with Zipper, and then he's like, "Why don't you both come play, man?" So it's like the dream stack of Yingling, Zekin, Yan, and me and
Like,
my girlfriend.
One of the
playing
best in the world,
Counter-Strike.
one of the worst in the world, and your girlfriend all in the same room.
Yeah, that we were saying because we were downstairs talking to Cutie, who's having a crisis, by the way.
Dude,
but,
oh,
but
you're
that's
an
not
asshole.
the point. I'm not an asshole.
you suck.
But
You're a
I was
bad
saying
human.
how much I liked her League streams, and we were saying the dream, the god League stack would be Don B, Joshman, Cutie Cinderella, Aiden, and Lily Pichu.
That is the dream stack.
Like,
Dude, it
that
would
would be
go-
so
Because
fucking funny.
we had what I think is the dream stack, which we'll talk about forever because I love this stack of Mango, me, Geo, Ludwig, and Cutie. And they were just Mango just being so fucking stoned off his tits and just roaming around base. And I'm watching him on his stream being like, I see you. I know you're not AFK. And he's like, I'm like, get out of base. And you would, oh man.
That was fun. And what's funny is we played League, me and Cutie before that, and it went terribly. We were both on stream. And because like she gets upset at her supports when they're not doing well. And I was playing support back then. And then when I swapped to jungle, I love playing with Cutie.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because I'm out of the fire.
Yeah, so she was she trying to be nice and not blame you, but also like let you know that you were messing up?
Nah, she's pretty blamey.
She was, well, with me, she was trying to be very nice, but she broke.
Okay.
We're like 3 games
you were that
in.
bad, huh?
Yeah, 3 games in, she was like, I cannot.
Dude, there's a clip of just like Ludwig walking. So this character is like, his whole thing is just like, he's a scary scarecrow and he comes out of the fog of war. Ludwig walks up to the enemy's vision and just starts channeling his ultimate, which does like under their tower, which does really well if they can't see you. And Gio's like, I don't like laugh. He's like, I don't think that's a good idea, man. And he's like, help, come. And he's like, I don't think that's the move, man. And then
I'm flashing it.
Yeah, and then you flash in and then use your Zonyas and go invincible. It's like, what happening here, man? And he just died, and you're like, where were you?
And this is like piss elo, right?
Yeah.
This
I've gotten better since.
No, yeah, back then I was like, wow.
This is before I went on my League training arc.
Yeah, this was bad. And I'm just laughing my ass off. I'm like, it's an honor to queue with you, my friend.
I love running it down and then putting a team
you
question
fucking
mark.
suck. I played with you 2 days ago and you are dog shit. You do less than 8k damage every game and go like, dude, let's play again. That was so fun. It was fun. You were punching minions all game.
Hey, he's a farmer.
I gaked for
Were you
you.
Vi?
Farmers only, baby.
I queued.
No, you didn't.
Remember my flash queue
Do
play?
you remember when you fucking like, I pressed 5 instead
That was my worst game. That was my worst game.
Dude, I do the opposite. I press R instead of 5, so you're lucky.
That was my worst game. And then my magical flash queue.
You did.
the
You
next
had
game.
one good play
Yeah,
and
this
like
is
gassed
Vi,
you
right?
up and you
Yeah.
came your pants.
AK is fine for Vi. She's an initiator. You're supposed to close it out.
He's right.
Who do you play?
He was playing top when we
I
played
was playing
together.
top. I was just dropping 20 bombs every
I was
game.
ganking his lane. I
That's
was
not
helping.
true. You
I
were
was
bot side losing, and I'm
boarding.
Also,
Let's
you
not
probably
stop.
shouldn't gank his lane if he's.
Oh,
does
wait,
that
Someone
much.
should gank
I
just
went
lane.
5-1 in
I'm saying.
placements. 5-1.
That's great.
You're my Kazooie.
Yeah, that's fair. I believe that. I believe
I'm
that.
your banjo.
every single
You're
game
my
except the one we lost.
backpack typing to these guys who were just
Positive
swagging
every
on
single
you.
game except the one we
He was
lost.
typing.
You were talking
No,
about
our
team?
teammates were. Gotta remember, I'm on the rift.
Keep it classy off the rift here.
I'm a different
Oh
man.
man, I'd say some.
Can you
words.
do your what is his name? Gruntilda?
Hold on, let me get into the.
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking. She's so cranky, man.
He does all the Banjo Kazooie voices strangely well.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's one of his talents.
I can't do Banjo the
Play
way.
with me again.
I will play with you
You
again.
play with me again.
You just sit quietly in the call. You don't say shit, man.
I'm getting back into it. It's hard. I'm relearning the game.
It takes a while.
I haven't played in like any significant capacity in like basically 3 or 4 years. The last game I had booted up at all was over a year ago before we played.
I think all I know now is that I just need to play Valorant with you guys. I hate shooters though. There's
Hop
so
in.
much to learn.
Hop
Why?
in.
I don't like
Dude,
not being able to see everything on the screen
less
at
to
once.
learn. I think there's way less to
Don't
learn
roll your eyes,
than
Connor.
Mobies. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, but I grew up with Mobies. I was like 15.
Just
and
play Valormans while League's down, and then you'll be good.
You're just a slut for perfect information games.
yeah.
And you should change that.
No.
Did you drink all your Milky Bears?
Yeah.
Can I have it?
Do you know how that works when
You
I drink it
drink
all?
it
It's
all.
You
not
drank
available.
it, all of it.
Yeah.
I just didn't believe you.
I didn't lie.
And I gambled.
Did you just say the question before the answer?
I gambled that you were lying to me, and then
I'll
I
give
caught
my
you in a lie.
ice.
Oh.
You know what else makes me happy? When people save money on their mobile plans, Josh. And let's talk for a moment about a celebrity I want us to sex is Ryan Reynolds and his new phone plan called Mint Mobile.
I want Ryan Reynolds to find me in the woods and put
And give you the best deal in wireless.
That's
Van
what I was
Wilder's
gonna
the
say.
first movie I jerked off to.
where?
Oh, you can go to mintmobile.com this holiday season. They have the best deal in wireless, and that's the only place you're going to find the best deal.
Look, if you switch to Mint Mobile right now, you get another 3 months free if you get to any 3-month plan.
There's a
And
non-zero chance Ryan Reynolds DMs you.
that's what I was going to say. Ryan Reynolds might knock on your door this holiday season and top your uncle.
And your uncle and your uncle's a power bottom. So
He's generating a lot of
It
power.
generates an enormous amount of power.
Just like Mint's network.
Unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's most powerful bottom-powered 5G
It's the
network.
largest 5G network is a better way to phrase
It's
that.
5G BP.
Here's the thing. Zipper's been using Mint Mobile, and he told us it's faster and it's smoother. But what it actually came out as is, and we interpreted that as it's faster and better. And you guys can get that same service at mintmobile.com/theyard.
Mintmobile.com/theyard. If you do it, if you use this service and cut your wireless bill to $15 a month, Ryan Reynolds will fucking go nuts on your uncle's
Hey,
dick.
here's 2 truths, 1 lie. If you sign up for Mint Mobile, you'll save $15. Ryan Reynolds might show up to your house if you do it. And your uncle tops so many people.
Well, I know which one's the lie.
Wow. Wow. $15 and he'll break my uncle off. Boy, count me in.
You're there. You're Mint. Anyway, I have a question for you all. Did you see the Streamer of the Year thing today?
Yes, you're pitted. You might break up over this.
You think that you're pitted against your day one will be the end of it?
Yeah.
No.
It's falling apart.
This is
I saw the cracks downstairs.
I think downstairs I was like, oh, this is cool. And then downstairs, when it was just like, I was like the cutie, I was just like, I told her a good thing, and then she only heard very minor bad thing, and she's like, oh, so you hate me. And I'm like, ooh, because then like when you replied,
Oh my God.
what's it called? When you were like, congrats on getting nominated, and she's like, Road Lot, I guess. And I'm like, uh-oh, it's a bad thing.
No, it's not bad. She's also separately nominated for the Esports Award Creator of the Year, which I'm not, and then I'm also separately nominated for Streamy. But the
many award shows,
end all
man.
is I don't give a shit about any of them.
Sure.
qwebbin.
Yeah,
qwebbin.
yeah. No,
Get
no.
a qwebbin out.
What does
I did not know what he was saying.
Does it
qwebbin.
matter? Because she already makes the better award show. So why does this one matter?
I think
Good
no
weapon.
awards truly matter because they're all just it's like a congrats
Here
for
we
what
go,
you've
man.
done.
Yeah, money also doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was gonna
No,
say.
that matters. That matters.
Ooh, it's just
That
a
matters.
concept. It's
Well,
paper.
no, because you can buy boats and stuff.
Hey, probably a bad time. I'm having a really good time right now.
No,
How do I-
the way I thought about it, it's like if if the Oscars are around the corner, it's like, do you really
Do the
care about the
Oscars matter?
BAFTA?
Do the Oscars matter anymore? Who watches
well,
the
everyone
Oscars?
Not
watch
anymore.
Everyone watches
Maybe
it, so
not.
they do
Do
matter.
we? What's the last Oscars you watched?
Do you watch the BAFTAs though? Have you ever watched the BAFTAs?
Never watched it.
What does
What
that
the
even
fuck are you
mean?
saying?
Exactly.
The British Actors Association Teaching Award.
Top lane.
That was my side because I saw who was nominated and I was like, genuinely,
Do you
I
pull the
thought
list?
you two make a lot of sense. And then I looked at the other people and I was like, no, Ibai.
The list is crazy.
No, Ibai.
I feel like usually streamer stuff is very like out of touch because it's like the last thought about category on a thing about gaming and other things. And this year it got a little better. I think partly because of streamer awards. Like Streamy's added like 5 new categories,
Yeah.
and I think it's like they're like, okay, this worked.
Dude, do you think they could do a baldest streamer award and I could be in the running?
Northern Line
I
just
don't-
win.
Do you stream enough?
I could get up. I get my hours up.
I think you could be in the running. Yeah,
I could at least be in the running. I
you
won't
could be in
win.
the running. You won't
but
win. No, there's no shot you win.
Well,
No, you won't.
try to.
Northern Line.
I might be able to win.
You couldn't win. No, for
I'm-
sure.
I could
We're
be-
on the same page.
I could be balder than the rest.
Yeah, you couldn't be better though. So,
But that's not the case. That's not the it's
so you're
baldest
saying
streamer.
then you couldn't be
The
better. than
most
rest.
bald streamer.
I don't think you could.
Tyler won. Me.
Oh, I forgot Tyler
Wow.
one's
Yeah, you
bald.
lose this like 10x. E-Rob?
NL.
Dude, you're getting
NL?
destroyed. Well,
You're
E-Rob.
last.
Who do I beat at least?
E-Rob.
Give me.
No, E-Rob destroys.
In principle, you beat E-Rob.
Thank you. That means a lot.
I
I
don't
would
know who
like
you
if
beat.
you said that
I
also.
don't know a bald streamer you beat.
Who?
If Crazy Slick loses his hair, there you go. Slicker.
Yeah.
just anything.
Fuck that guy. Yeah,
Dude,
we
you know
did
you
it.
still haven't washed your fucking head hair out of the bathtub? It's just in there.
No, it's my beard hair.
it's
that
in
doesn't
the
make it better.
bathtub.
Doesn't make it better, yeah.
I just look at it. I'm like, if I clean this, he will never learn.
Josh lives with me, by the way. If you guys didn't know that.
It's cozy.
Is he
We-
cleanly? Are you cleanly?
Nah, I've been a bit bad. It
Nah,
stinks
your
at
house
home.
We have
smells,
we have
bro.
different bathrooms, so
Picked him up. Shit smells in there,
Yeah,
bro.
nah, the in and out's been there a bit. That's
you haven't. Dude, we get ants.
My
It's
bad.
funny that you complained about something, knowing that you are the way you are.
The thing is, I've accepted my fate.
Just eat some
As a-
fucking
as a
fish,
worm.
you
You
know?
just want him to
Just eat
improve.
some fucking fish.
Zipper, it's the Game Awards. It's on their Twitter.
Dude, I like
think-
living with you though.
I
It's
think
awesome.
when-
It's a good time.
My immediate thought when I see that shit is I look at like all the people listed, and then I think about how Gales just had 300K people on his stream for 2 weeks straight, and my man wasn't on the list. It doesn't even take preliminary research.
Yeah, you just have to look at the highest number.
If you open Twitch and just look at the biggest guy, you'll be like, oh, maybe we should put that guy on it.
yeah, Brazil.
Who's your new streamer of the year? If you had to pick one, you can't say me or Cutie. This is the list, by the way. It's the Game Awards, which is one of the more prestigious ones for like gaming shit, and they have one streamer category.
Why are you on there? Content
okay.
creator. Sorry,
All right, hurtful.
I thought it was like a gaming
Who
thing.
are before I answer, who are Nibellion and Nobrew?
So the list is Carl, me, Nibellion, Nobrew, and Cutie Cinderella. Nobrew is a Brazilian streamer or Portuguese streamer.
So they know about Gales.
So they know about Gales, and he does crossfire.
Oh shit, because Crossfire's
Oh,
big down
That
there.
makes sense.
So
I
they are
forgot about
worldly.
that.
They
Yeah.
are worldly.
There's like, don't they play like Crossfire Mobile down there or some shit?
Crossfire is like the CS. Is it
Wait,
competitor?
Is it
1.6.
Crossfire or is it
Is
like
it
the
still CS?
PUBG Crossfire?
I think it's Crossfire. Can you look up his?
Crossfire is like the CS:GO in China.
but it looks like 1.6.
And it looks like 1.6, and you can be anime girls, but actually there's a new Crossfire that looks like
Anime
CS:GO.
girls.
oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot.
And if you go on any Chinese streaming site, it's like one of the highest like watch games at any time.
And it's funny because you ask
Yeah.
any random like North American gamer if they've heard of Crossfire, and like, I don't think so.
I don't know. This is like
It's
a
like
deep,
bigger than God.
like kind
Crossfire
of a
is-
weird deep cut, but there's like
nuts.
if anybody has watched like old Crossfire, or there's this other shooter called Sudden Attack that was really big in Korea and Japan, and it is also like Crossfire Counter-Strike knockoff type of deal, but it was really popular there. And it's all the animations of the characters are really fucked up. So you're playing like CS:GO 1.6, but against like anime girls in maid costumes that have no animations. So it's like somebody like
so there's
it's
Akuma
it's
like
girl
hovering around.
in pink outfit like T-posing with the op. And,
Sounds so
it's just the most like fucked up game, but it was actually really fun to watch. And I we used to watch streams of Japanese people playing it on Nico because that's where people used to stream, where good Mario Kart players used to stream.
Does that mean cat?
Cat.
No, that's Neko.
Oh,
Certified West Coast kitty cat killer.
But it was a Japan's like old biggest streaming site for games and stuff was because it's like called Nico.
you are cringe.
Nick, did you like that? qwebbin.
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 I like Qwebbin.
I hate that I
Do
like it
you
as
think
much.
that all streaming award things are boof pack?
No, well, look, the thing is, they're usually fan voted, and fan voted ones. After I realized it's like, well, I could just like, it's like whoever mobilizes their fan
Who
base the
campaigns
most.
better.
Yeah, which I feel like is worse than. It's not worse than. It's just different than like, hey, this is like if like a peers one.
Wait, has
which is what they do with NFL awards.
Cutie publicize her system?
In the first one, yeah.
Like with the
Yeah, she's like a panel and
panel?
a combination panel voting. Yeah,
Cutie system seems like the best.
I think her system's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not just do raw votes, raw power to the people,
Because
power
I
to the
think
players,
then
GameStop.
it's
Because that's what I just said. Is if it's raw people, it's campaigns.
Especially for the first one, right? Because I think like the first streamer awards was a weird thing where if you left it all to votes, any person with a fan base who like got to it first would just win, because it was kind of this arms race of people finding out about the event to begin with.
But if you don't have, I feel like if you don't have more people in sort of the chat vote, like the ratio of this, then Train shows up in a Joker costume and everyone gets burned down.
Is that I think if you do only fan vote, somebody like if I were to create like streamer nominees, like nominees for streamer of the year, you know, and I throw in like Germa and XQC and whoever, and I fill up the list, Germa has no chance of beating X if they both campaign as hard as they could.
I just can't wait for Aiden to defend himself in the comments for that
No,
one.
that's getting cut. It'll be funny because it'll go back to Ludwig explaining something, and Aiden is just crazily laughing, and you won't know why.
Yeah, no one will know.
It's one of those rare yard cut jokes.
It was really
Subscribe
funny.
right now, and we'll tell you.
We'll tell you what it was.
Max level Patreons get that one. Patrons even.
Yeah. What's going on, kiddo?
Oh, you like
You're in a giggly fit, Bears?
What do you think about that fan voting and that means German would never win?
It's great, man.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good thought. But let me tell you about the fifth person who I'm rooting for to win.
What is it about?
Nibellion.
Who is that man?
He was
Who's
a
that?
gaming Twitter journalist who would only post about things on Twitter.
Oh.
He had a mob psycho profile picture, and he'd be like, "Hey, this game's coming out. Here's a screenshot leaked. Yada yada."
I'm trying to mob with my psychos. I'm not good at this.
Yeah, you're getting
100.
Getting better, man.
I'm pretty sure Stringer says that.
Dude, we need to take the fucking tape off his mouth.
They call me psycho.
He's saying cut shit. He's saying whack shit.
They
He's
call me
mumbling
psycho
over there.
because my mom keeps it 100.
My
God.
cut thing was funny though.
Is it wait, really quick before you get into this, if Nick is here and says that, is it kind of different because he's Nick?
He just does it.
No, because
enough.
he gets to do
No,
it in like
he's
two
like-
modes.
he-
Where
no,
it's
he does-
actually,
he does, like-
gets to do the version where it's actually funny and the version where he just says it and then he goes Ludwig.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I keep forgetting to do.
And then what he does sometimes too is he goes, "I was gonna say this, but I didn't want to say it," and then I'll say it, and then if it's like bad, he's like, "I didn't want to say it."
Yeah. Ooh, he's such a tactician.
What do you have? Do you have something to say about that, Nick?
Ah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nibellion, Twitter dude quits. He quits his game journalism thing. He amassed like almost 500,000 followers, and he made a Patreon, and it didn't do that well. Like it had a nice initial launch, and then went down after that. And he sent this really like thoughtful post that was basically like, "Hey, I tried to do this, and I thought I could make it a career, and I failed, and I'm going to quit because this is not a good use of my time, and it's not good value for you. So I'm deleting the Patreon, and I'm also leaving Twitter because I don't think this is a sustainable platform for me to create anymore." And I thought that was dope. I think it's really cool to fail. And
Yeah, to go out and be like, I'm out of here.
not to say that he was a failure, because clearly he grew like a lot, but I think for what his goals were, they were probably higher than that. It was probably like, let's make this a full-time career, and he didn't get there. And so then he
It's what Ken Chen did with Esports Express, and now Ken Chen runs Team Liquid.
yeah.
He's the head of it.
So anyway, I
He
hope
killed
Nibellion
Steve.
is happy, and I want him to get one award on his way out and enjoy.
So this
a
all
lovely
happened
life.
this year?
Yeah, he quit this year. He quit like coincidentally when Musk took over.
Are you going to do it on a mogul mail? Are you
What?
going to do a mogul mail on Nibelheim?
Probably it's a little outdated now.
Yeah,
was
Yeah, it
like
happened like a month ago,
like a-
didn't
yeah.
it?
Oh,
like
so
a
you're
little
not good
under.
at your job.
Yeah, in some ways I'm not.
You're
for sure.
slow.
Did he say
This
what
is
he's
right.
doing now or what he's moving
No.
on to?
He just vanished.
It's so I understand what you're saying. Like it's chill to fail. Like I agree. I think trying and failing is cool, but when you're like almost that close, right? Because we just saw he has like a really big following. You know, like maybe you could pivot to something else that's just like along a similar vein there. But like, I don't know, like fully quitting and like the account's like locked now, right? It's just like gone dark on it.
Right.
I don't know. It like
I guess tight.
yeah, and no, it's just so interesting because it's just like most people when they like fail, they just like take like a steadier route or something that's just like easier, or something like that. They don't
Team
just
Liquid.
like vanish.
It's like if you gave yourself right now an internal goal to become the best in Melee or win a major in the next year, and then you failed to do it, but you said like publicly, "This is my goal, and if I don't do it, I'll quit," and then you quit. I think that'd be badass because you like this is what you wanted to do. This is the timeline you gave yourself. You have a limited lifetime.
But do you leave the community entirely?
I mean, up to you. It's like if you want to still be a part of it and like, hey, I'll switch a commentary, that's fine. But maybe your
But
goals.
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm like at least showing like if I don't do it, here's what else I'm going to be doing instead, right? I'm like very like in that realm.
Sure.
I'm vocal about like a
but
backup plan.
but
He
if
might-
what you want to do is pivoting completely, I think that's also fine.
He might not know. He might not want to communicate. It might be totally disconnected from what he was doing
Right,
before.
right.
I think also he's in a hard place where I think he's encountering the problem that a ton of journalists encounter in general,
where at this like time period, it's very difficult to monetize your work.
Oh, is it mogul mail?
Let me send a beautiful zipper. I'm sending you on Discord an article that atrioc sent me. Keep going.
And-
Because I think it's interesting because you literally are just doing that. You're being budget discount
But-
journalist.
I'm
So
not.
if you read his post, he's talking about how he's realizing that like because of the way he's built his following, people aren't looking to him as a person or brand to follow for this information. He was only valuable like for the information.
Are you telling me that Jake Lucky is doing it right?
That was the first
No,
person I thought of
but
when
is
he was
Jake-
saying
no,
that as well.
I don't think so.
Is he
because
monetizing
if
it well?
If Jake Lucky quits making tweets and pivots entirely to Patreon tomorrow and is no longer making YouTube videos, it's like, do you really think he'd be that successful? And I would argue that he probably isn't, because like what he is providing is as soon as you paywall something like that, I feel like a lot of the appeal is gone.
How much do you think of, like, as what he does? Because all I know of this guy, I know the name Jake Lucky, so at least I know who it is. But like, he just like is usually on my feed with like he's like Dexterdo or something
like
like that.
Dexterdo, yeah.
Yeah,
He's like
it's just like
a-
the same thing. But I will never
Who-
watch a video that he uploads. You
who
know,
is
I'm not gonna
the-
find out anything more about him. I don't care about this guy. He just is on my timeline.
Which is how he just described Nibelheim.
no. But like that's what I'm saying. But you were saying like, hold on, am I?
But I think
confused?
Nibellion was self-aware about that and then left.
Yeah.
That's why he's leaving.
And I think-
he had shame.
But I think, well,
he only gets to do what he does because he's famous and has a platform
I'm a pundit.
already.
I'm a
People
pundit.
like him for his personality,
Pundit?
and
Pundit?
the way he
Pundit.
explains things. So it's like, oh, I get to watch like Ludwig, this guy I like, who describes things in very like vivid and cool detail. Already tells like very beautiful stories that I tune into
Well-
to explain like the news. So
But
to
that's
speak.
like you're getting his personality. I understand how I want to articulate this. So the thing is with like
But he doesn't. Nibellion doesn't have that foundation.
no, that's
right?
but that's the
Yeah.
same thing with like Jake Lucky as well. But like you call him out on that. You're like, what are you doing? Like
Yeah.
you have done that. You're like, what is the goal here?
What
Are
is
you
the
trying to be a
point?
news
What's the
guy? Do you
purpose?
want people to like click on you? Like, what's the go?
Does
you know?
he have a YouTube channel?
Nibellion just had a Twitter.
No, Lucky.
Yeah, I don't know if he had one for a while. He was doing like the esports
Like,
show.
What I was wondering is
yeah.
how does Jake Lucky, because Jake Lucky isn't making money off of his tweets,
Yeah.
right? If it, only in a roundabout way, if his tweets are marketing for something else that he's doing that's managing to bring in revenue.
So
He
like
gets hired
Nibel would like
sometimes, too.
market himself as a journalist, but like they're not the same because like this guy like it's just like this is just happening. Like this is happening on like Twitch as well, but he doesn't really market himself as that. He just kind of spawned out of nowhere. I'm like, I guess this guy is just saying stuff now. You
It's
know,
a greater question in general of influencer journalism crossover and what that means. And if that's, to me, the interesting question is that a good or a bad thing?
It's a bad thing. It's definitely a bad
So
thing.
then by that logic, what Ludwig does is bad.
I think Ludwig is wielding his power in a relatively responsible way that few people choose to do that are trying to succeed in punditry. There's a reason why the most successful pundits are like fall to extremes is because you need to like draw people in. And he's in a very rare circumstance where I think he gets the opportunity to be moderate. You're also picking topics that you're like general adjacent audience like cares about. It's like we joke about it all the time, but like you're not making mogul mails about the war in Yemen. Like
Maybe you
but
should.
like, but
We need the
Tucker
Armada
Carlson,
thumbnail,
Tucker
dude.
Carlson might get to talk about that because he's talking about it in the most like shitty and like draw people in way possible. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
he
know
gets
what you're saying.
ridiculed all the time though for having extremely middling takes. Like that's
Ludwig
like
does.
dog.
yeah. People just like, dude, like you don't say anything of substance.
I
like,
have
but-
done that.
I'm gonna get
On this
I'm gonna
very
go full
pod-
Tucker soon. I'm gonna be Tucker pilled.
But I don't think that's bad.
Maybe we
I feel like
should.
he's
Whoa, hey, whoa, hey.
not the Tucker thing. I don't know who that is.
Maybe we
I don't
should
know
start a
that.
war with the Yemens.
Yeah.
Because the Yemens are trying to implant trans people in our schools.
Yeah.
Here's
The
why
and your
Yemens?
family.
Here's why Bayonetta 3 is connected to white replacement theory.
Bayonetta 3? Wait, who
What do you think your kids are jerking off to nowadays? It's not beautiful
we're
women.
all just trying to be Nick Mullen in that one
that's
video.
just a Jordan Peterson.
I love
He's the
him.
glue.
The Nick Mullen Tucker Carlson impersonation is one of the
There are
funniest
pictures
things
of
I've
me
watched in the past
on the
year.
internet. Who's jerking off to this? I get.
I don't know.
find
I
it.
think that you being middling is fine. I feel like I don't go to you for your opinion on it. I go to you to like.
Middling's a different word than middle of the road. Let's just get that out.
No,
of the
you're
way.
like
I
really
don't think
mid
you
is what
don't
I'm trying to
take- you know,
say.
it's not like you don't take a fucking stance.
It's just I mean, but we all know what the fucking deal is. Ludwig doesn't have extreme opinions.
He's okay. I think
Republicans
also
have ad dollars too.
also I don't think you're talking about issues that are very politicized, right?
Usually not. It's usually gaming.
Usually you are talking about something that does not have a very strong political connotation.
Except that one time I made a video, analyzing this guy's video he made about women in gaming, and then he made a response video, and he said it's like the problem with society, and it was like me, Hassan, and another political commentator on the front, and I was in the middle of it, and I was like, damn.
Qwebbin.
What?
Whoa.
Qwebbin.
What?
That's cute, man. You're cute.
He's actually the master of the voice. We came here. We were the ones who imported the voice.
You did import the voice.
We imported. We call it the Sumi voice because one of our friends, they're just the very young, like they always go like, what? Pretty much started wabbing, and they were just like gaming smiley.
And then they would
you
mix
guys have
that with
mutated it.
They would mix that with the giant Pikachu in Melee going bigger.
Bigger, and then like just saying dumb shit pretty much. And then we came back, and now Aiden is just vomiting on himself, and we're like, what?
And
He
it's
goes,
cute.
It's funny, I have a bib.
He goes, and then we're just like,
And my Qwebbin. Okay, so I have a genuine Qwebbin. Is that you always like if you have watched LSF
so
lately,
much.
you get lumped in with Train, like often talking about this like cabal, which is like Pokey, Hassan, you, and like the top like echelon of Twitch, which is really funny. Do you see that happening? Do you see him talking about that?
Yeah.
That's weird, right?
Where was
Yeah,
Drake?
I think Train's obsession with the cabal is a little misplaced.
But your role specifically in the cabal.
I've DM'd him. And he unfollowed me for a while. I don't know if he got mad at me because
Did
I
you
said something about
refollow you?
gambling. Yeah. But
they're back together, dude.
We
putting you in
love the
him
streams, Train.
putting you in the cabal, which is so funny because when you were at Twitch, we used to joke all the time about how Twitch wouldn't give you shit that all the other top dogs were getting.
well, yeah, I think it's because I was anti-gambling, and I think he thought I was doing that from like a sheep standpoint, and I think he thought a lot of the people who were anti-gambling were like high-roading because it was the popular take, and not like the reality, which is like, hey, Train, what you're doing, which is bad.
Right.
And he also likes to differentiate himself from all the gambling streamers. So it's like he'll gamble 30 hours in 2 days and then be like, but I did it right. Like these other gamblers, like they don't know how to do it. And then I'm like, I think all sponsored gambling's bad because people are gambling more than they could have. And he's like, they're using fake balances. Like I'm using real money. I'm like, well, yeah, but you still got paid like fucking $10 million that month to gamble, and then you gambled that. Even if you gambled more than what you should have, you were still only able to keep it up for the period that you did, at the rate you did, with the amount of money you did, because you were getting paid to do it. Like if he didn't get paid, he would have to quit his gambling streams a year and a half ago. That's like what I try to express in
Dork
DMs.
Spins would have cleaned him out.
Yeah, literally.
Dogs.
But I think he still is adamant that he is the best gambler, the most moral gambler, and that everyone is only trying to get rid of gambling for the clout.
He is the best.
And
that's why you get
I've
lumped
said
in
that.
to the cabal conspiracy.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
There's people who reach out and they're like, hey, we have like this sports betting thing that's interested in sponsoring the chess boxing. And I thought about it, and then my first thought was like, Train's gonna light me up for that one.
He's keeping you honest.
I gotta pass on this because this new thing is like
That's funny.
sports betting is actually like the bigger problem. And I was like,
no, you'd get eaten up for that one.
Yeah.
Why don't we get like CS money involved?
Yo!
sure.
Hey, if bet on stands or box and you can win a bayonet
That was what they
marble
wanted.
fade.
That was what they wanted to do. Literally.
Yeah. Stans knocked him out with a right hook, so I get a souvenir dragon lore off that one.
Also,
That
it's
would be
funny
fucking tight.
because boxing is the sport that is known in pop culture for being fixed and fixable.
Right.
You know, like that's really,
Oh, we're fixing them.
That's really bad.
Well, the books are cooked and the matches are
obviously,
fixed.
We're obviously
You
fixing
hear
the
that, Nick
fights and
Wang?
cooking the books.
Books are cooked.
Books are cooked.
And you're
Books are
cooking them.
cooked.
Yes, sir, Nick
Hey.
Wang.
chefing up.
He'll hate that.
You hear that, IRS? It's
Yeah.
Nick Wang cooking over
We
here.
get, you know what we
at
call him
Multiple
around
Name
Slack? We
Dropping.
call him in Slack Gordon Ramsay.
We call him
okay?
chef. Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
He's
Yes,
been
whatever you say,
he's been
chef.
Yes,
cooking
chef.
so long, and he's been cooking so good.
Behind chef.
He like does an 8-hour chili. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Lets it slow cook.
Anyway,
Barely puts those in the sheet.
my Nibellion streamer of the year. That or Fulcrum.
Fulcrum.
Dude,
You know Mike was on Fulcrum before anyone else.
Of course,
Yeah.
Mike is. He's
Mike
deep
was on
cut.
the
And Mike
beat.
smokes a Benjamin, so he would know.
yeah.
Mike been hitting the Benjamin.
Mike
I
should-
still haven't watched one of his videos yet. I'm saving myself for a rainy day.
For a pick-me-up.
It is actually brain rot. It is.
It is?
Yeah, it's in a beautiful way, though.
You know how when you watch Train, he has like 6 lines that he repeats, and he's like, "Come on, bitch. Come on, juice me,
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, juice
Come on,
Raise your arm, pussy, when he
shameless,
plays the.
I
shameless."
found out what his crack pipe is actually, and I don't know.
My crack pipe?
I know who your crack pipe. It's on your YouTube recommended on the TV all the time, man. It's its own little tab,
What are you talking about?
little LTG.
Oh,
Yeah.
I watch.
Low tier god.
I watch low tier god
Mhm.
compilations to go to sleep.
Dude.
Yeah.
You're the
What?
only person doing that. I
I
want
don't
you to
think
know.
I'm the
There
only
are
one.
so many videos of this
There's
guy.
like
I didn't know
10,
there
there's
was
like
the
10 of
Why
us.
to sleep?
Because it's just like they're 30 minutes long, so I like don't like I can just
So I throw on like 24 hours of children yelling, and then I knock
well,
out.
it's just him being
I
like,
tried, like he passed me the pipe and I went, it was fucking harsh. He's just saying all sorts, and I'm like, oh.
I've been they're just like backlogged compilations of him like raging out of
It's
Street Fighter and
endless.
Tekken, and it truly is endless. And I'm just like, yeah, this is for some reason this puts me to bed.
That's crazy.
So
Anyway,
me.
Fulcrum, he has like the 6 lines that he just repeats, which I don't know them all,
Dude.
but I know Yodi Gang and Faded Than a Hoe. and
Faded than a
hitting
hoe.
the
Some guy
pendulum.
in a call that I was in recently just kept saying. I didn't understand. I'm like, you are the worst person I know, and I want to leave right now because he just kept saying it. I'm like, are you a soundboard? Like, what's happening?
it's like when Salami drove, I think, Zeke to Wave Dash in San Diego.
yeah.
And Zeke was just like, dude, he just kept saying Morbius. Like he just kept
No,
saying
is he still saying
No,
that?
it was way back. It was like when the meme was
Okay.
hot. But Salami's just driving
It'd
and
be
just
funnier if he's
just
doing it
saying
now.
like
He's still doing it.
Morbin. I'm Morbin. And I was like, that's pretty funny. Just the fact that Zeke is caught in this like evil car, like Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
But it's Salami just running up the walls and saying Morbius.
It's Morbin time or
Swap
something.
that out for Benjamin Franklin. And,
That's where we are now.
That's the.
You know
Fulcrum.
what? Here's the fun thing: is he could feasibly, Stanz or atrioc could feasibly have been Fulcrum if they had smoked a lot more weed in college.
Do you think so?
Hit the Benjamin Franklin is basically what Stanz
Oh,
says
it
every day.
is!
Yeah,
It is
it's
a soda
Stanzism.
squeak.
It's a stanza. It's a soda squeak.
Whoa.
Yeah, but
Atrioc, give me the
Actually-
Benjamin Franklin.
Oh, dude.
Stans just
could he-
needed
is the
to
delivery
smoke
there?
enough weed to lose the shame
Yeah.
to become Fulcrum.
Whoa. Oh, I'm getting zooted patooted. Wait,
Yeah.
what does Fulcrum say? Give
That, he says
feed
that.
me
Yeah,
lines.
Yeah, he
goes-
says
he
zooted
goes, I'm
patooted,
getting
man,
zooted
whatever.
patooted. Time to hit this boofer.
I've in the hole. Well, time for me to stay up for 10 days.
Oh, shit, dude.
He's got it.
I spent a lot of time with Atrioc.
Hey, speaking
This
of
weekend.
gambling,
No joke. I did watch a little bit of the Mario Party thing with Pointcrow. He was fucking dicing me up,
He
man.
was very funny. Yeah.
Dude was flip the
He
arrow
couldn't
from
do
left to right, dressed
Oh.
up as a mole. And it was just, I don't know how he killed it, man, but he was fucking dicing me. He'd be like, oh, this?
I'm so
Shit like that.
he was so fucking funny the whole time. I'm so psyched to go on this trip with him. Actually,
Yeah,
He's
you're going
a-
to have a fucking blast,
He is
bro.
a fucking road dog bear. Also, he lost his phone, and in like the shuttle to the airport, shuttle takes off. We go up to security. He's like, "Oh, my fucking phone." I'm like, "All right, sweetheart, let's figure it out." We like call people. We get like the shuttle, come back, and I stayed with him the whole time, and he didn't think I would. He thought I would just go to security and leave him behind, and I'm like, I might be a grouch, but I'm your road dog, and he learned that day.
Would many people leave there?
Yeah, who would leave? It'd be
I
really
think Aiden
dog
would
to leave
leave.
because he wouldn't have a cell phone. Unless the only
Who would
reason
leave?
Aiden would
If
leave
we're
is that the
flying
flight
together?
was going to take off.
I'd stay with him.
The flight was going to take off.
Yeah.
Would you leave if the flight was going to take off?
no,
And
Not
there
if
was
we're
a
flying
surgery
together.
you had to fly back to.
Yeah, then it would
Fucking
leave.
asshole.
Yeah, you're such a prick.
If there's a surgery,
Hey, sound off in the comments if you think Aiden's a prick for leaving for his surgery.
If we get over
If
100
I
likes,
had
he
a
will
surgery,
reply.
Yeah,
Aiden, here's the fun thing I learned about hypotheticals recently because Cutie keeps asking me if I would date her if she was a zombie worm.
Zombie.
Is this why I got confronted in the kitchen?
would you still date me if I was a worm? Into actual argument with girlfriend is just this insane pipeline that is so real.
Here's what you do: you just lie because you don't have to consider the question genuinely because it'll never happen.
Fucking date you.
You'll
Fucking
never.
eat you. I don't
No,
know.
in this case, you'll never be on a flight with someone and then you have to fly back to a surgery.
You don't know
One of
that.
my
It'll
mates
never
hit
happen.
like
Don't
the
know that.
perfect line of like, yeah, babe, I love you and worms. And like, he's just like, oh, so you don't think I'm pretty?
Oh, you like
And she's-
worms more than me?
Yeah, no, she's just like, yeah, so you don't think I'm pretty? Okay, so you're like,
you'd be a hot fucking worm.
yeah, it's just
Shut
like,
the
yeah,
fuck
you
up.
were.
That could be the hottest worm I've ever
Yeah, you
seen.
were-
Babe, I'd fill you.
I'd fill you up with my worm cum. I don't know. What do you want to hear?
You look like a
No, your
snake after I
cum
fill
wouldn't be
you up.
worm cum.
Wait, we're both worms.
I'd be a
we're
human.
both
I'd be a
worms?
human.
That's
I'd
a
fuck
different
worm.
premise. Of course, I'd
Bro,
love her
you're-
if we were both worms.
Oh, because you can't get any hot woman.
I'll grab the worm and tie it in a knot and I'd fuck the circle.
Yeah,
I
would
thought
you,
that
man?
was gonna be sweet. Like we
You
tie it.
Mhm.
If we were worms, Ludwig, I'd tie us both together so we'd never lose each other.
Kill yourself.
Oh, he
That sucks.
means it when he
Dude.
says it.
Kill yourself posting? I've just been thinking about it. It's just back now.
No, it's gonna leave.
It's
think it's
gotta
gonna
leave.
leave?
It's gotta go.
Because someone's gonna commit suicide and it's gonna be
Yeah,
really bad
yeah.
to joke
But
about.
how did it come back?
'Cause
Because like,
no one's killed himself in a while.
Really leave.
yeah, it's an all-time low. You reckon? Where it's
Yeah.
zero
You
right
guys
now.
are playing with fire, bro.
We're playing with fire.
You're playing
We're
with
Dude,
on
fire.
but
fire.
everyone is. It's like just like
If we wake up tomorrow and Aiden kills himself, God willing, then we are gonna be pretty fucking.
You can only lob it with friends who are 100% okay with it.
no, but people are just saying it on stream now. Like it's fine. You ripped one on stream.
I've been ripping it too much.
Yeah, but only
You
to
made
me
a-
in chat, which is
Were
No.
you
fine.
saying it to him or you saying it to
Lies.
fans?
He just ripped it.
Did you say it to a stranger?
no,
You
I-
can't
just
say it to
said- you said
strangers.
it to-
That's why he crosses the line. He says it to
I
strangers.
played
No, I
Minecraft.
don't.
I played
Did
Minecraft.
you not get banned for that?
No, you were playing
I
God
said it
of
to someone
War
who
and
was
you just said
fucking with
kill
me.
yourself to a random NPC.
Well, yeah, that NPC
That's fine. They're
shit.
not real.
But
No,
I
but
also
just
said
saying it in general
I
is
also
just-
said I'm going to kill myself, which is also bad. If Aiden's quiet this podcast, it's because we cut 20 of his jokes because 3 of them were racist against Mexicans, 4 were racist against
Whoa!
Italians,
Yeah.
5 were about killing himself, and then 10, mark it 10. I
getting
can't
double
even repeat
ditch.
the words.
Yeah, it's too much, really. You are too much today. And that's what happens. We found out that Nick keeps Aiden in line, and you failed to do that. You were supposed to fill that.
Josh, name one streamer of the year if you had to pick.
Streamer of the year. I think it's pretty tough. It's probably
Slime.
Probably X.
Okay.
Yeah?
Slime?
Yeah.
Streamer of the year. Who do I watch the most?
Oh no, it's Kai. That
Kai
guy.
SANick?
I've been seeing a lot of his
Yeah.
clips,
Okay.
and that guy's killing it.
Kai just deserves the belt, at least for this year.
Okay.
If the next year comes and he's like kind of doing the same thing, which is fine, it's like you don't get the belt again.
Sure.
Mm.
It's new.
Yeah, right now that cunt's very funny.
Eamon?
I think it's Speed.
I show speed?
Yeah.
Why?
Really?
I feel like from my position of basically not watching him at all is
Okay. No, this will be
but
good.
seeing like highlights and clips and like the amount of reach he has in comparison to everybody else, I feel like I thought a lot about what you said last week about how Aiden and Kai like influence culture, and for better or for worse, I feel like Speed maybe does that the most right now of every streamer. And I think that's like, you know, the scale that he operates at is like pretty impressive. So I think it'd be him. I think if it had to be like a Twitch streamer, it would be Kai.
Right.
And mine is IBDW. Anyway, thank you all for watching The Yard episode 69 part 4. And thanks, Joshman, for being here. Tune into the Primo where we're going to ungag
useless.
Nick. We're going to ungag him and hear his funny quips and jokes. So see you there.
Bye. See you later. Oh, wait, here it is. Malphite, you are a fucking worthless, brain-dead, scumfuck, bastard, pile of trash, mental dick face that should be gunned down in the street like the degenerate
that
you are.
It's
You
like my
remember
favorite.
that.
It's like my favorite lyric in a song.